Hello,
ready to
James.
die. I'm totally ready to die.
Well,
Are you ready not only to die, but to live?
Ah!
Back to TSCA Plays Dungeons and Dragons with a very special and lovely group of friends and guests. Are the Yappinator, Jojorawr, Comikat, TrashQueen, and special
Hello!
guest player
Do.
TheSwiss playing Brüz.
Greetings and good evening.
All right.
Or good morning from where I am.
It's true. You've
I'm
literally
back.
just woken up and you are a legend for literally rolling out of bed, and the first thing you do with your day is play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, this will be the
Relative
first
time
of 2 times I play D&D today.
Ah!
Wow, which is probably most of your waking hours. So.
And then again tomorrow.
No,
It's basically morning for me because of how late I wake up.
I'm squarely in my afternoon.
the dream. D&D all day, every day.
Time to have a drink then, if it's squarely in your afternoon.
It's basically how I decided to build my
I'm not allowed.
running D&D at school. As much D&D as I can fit in, I physically fit. Anyway, we are going
Rather,
to...
I fear the consequences.
No, not. Let us... shall we begin?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Last time!
Yes.
Last time. The Dysfunctionals, as you are coming to be known by me, you managed to get back to the surface of the temple from the catacombs below after exploring and finding a variety of magical items and a potentially interesting deck of glowing cards. Nihilus, the Gnome Temple wizard, agreed to identify a few of these for you, as well as showing Ella what he had in store for her, as he and Ella have agreed to take on a master-apprentice relationship as he teaches her the basics of wizardness, of being a wizard. Eirys, you as well had some sparring practice with Arthrin, your companion from Trinstone. And while you were having some success with teaching him the basics of how to fight as a rogue, you noticed the churning of snow in the distance as a distant figure ran towards the temple, pursued by a band of vicious orcs. You all quickly jumped to the stranger's aid, fighting off the creatures in a vicious and bloody struggle. The figure introduced himself as Brüz, the Tiefling Cleric. You retired to a rest, looking forward to tomorrow, where Nihilus should be able to identify your treasure and figure out which of these will be useful to your cause. For now, you wake up after a long rest. So if you haven't taken a long rest and added that to your character sheet, please do that now. The sunlight of the early morning streams through the windows of your bedroom. In the library, the long, narrow windows allow slits of light cutting through the dancing dust particles in this stone chamber and over the wooden bookshelves of many years of age, and eventually shining over Brüz's purple-skinned, unconscious face. Brüz, as the warm sunlight reaches the level of your eyes, they flicker open. So, what would you guys like to do?
The old man that he is always up at the crack of dawn. Never a minute after. And upon waking, his pockets and his cloak, realizes something's not where it should be. Quietly creeps out to the main room to see if he can find any of the orc bodies that were there, and starts searching through them.
As you walk into the main chamber, the bodies are not. And there appear to be some elements of bloodstains from the encounter, but the bodies themselves have been removed.
Peter been taken outside.
Take a look there if you want.
So he follows best he can the logic of going outside to find the orc bodies.
As you approach
to see if you can find them.
Yeah, as you approach the door, you are aware that it didn't open for you when you approached it from the outside, but as you do approach it, without any apparent propulsion swings itself open, and there's a
Oh, that's fancy.
biting cold wind as you step out of the threshold, and it seems a few 20 or 30 feet away from the door on the right hand side. You can see where the bodies have been piled up, and there's a centaur who appears to be in the process of dumping what appears to be the final orc body onto this pile.
Just walks over to the centaur and greets him, says, good morning, sir.
Good morning. I don't recognize you. You are our guest from last night.
I arrived just in time to take a seat, as it were.
Well, anybody being beset upon by orcs will be provided for. We have rudimentary food here for you, should you want it. And,
Thank you. I was actually hoping that I might be able to, firstly, just check these orcs. I think they might have something of mine.
well, feel free, but I was in the process of about to burn the bodies, so... now's the
If we
time.
could just hold off on that for just a moment,
No, of course.
I would really be very sad if this item was destroyed.
Well, be my
And
guest.
Brüz starts checking the orc bodies, rifling through them.
Make an investigation check.
Let's roll the night. We'll go for purple.
So remind me if anybody did a check last night.
For
Loot.
Eirys did.
I'll say I think.
It's a 12 for investigation.
You look across the bodies of the orcs, and you don't find anything of real value apart from their weapons, which this centaur has actually separated from the bodies and put to one side, and various pieces of crude hide armor on their figures. You find a few purses and wallets, and they appear to have been cleared out. You're able to scabber together a handful of copper pieces, 6 in all, but the majority of whatever currency they were carrying appears to have been already taken. There's no sign.
He leaves the copper.
Yeah.
He doesn't take the coins.
There's no other apparent items of value on their person. They are obviously set apart. They set after you last night. You remember. They were actually gaining quite quickly, and you ended up having to snap a cantrip up the mountain and cause a small snowfall to delay their pursuit of you. And they are obviously rushing towards you. They didn't have the chance to pick up anything else of value apart from the coin on their person.
All right. Well, Brüz will just sort of sit down somewhere just outside in the sun, quietly soak up the quiet of the morning.
Okay. As you do that, the centaur approaches. I must ask, are you well? Were you wounded?
I do believe I copped a bit of a scrape last night, but thankfully a nice firm chair and a good rest, and I feel fine.
Glad to hear that. He kind of turns and he recites a small incantation, and there's a flare of energy from within the bodies, and a couple of jets of fire appear around, and the bodies begin to burn. He turns back. I'll head inside and get some breakfast going. It'll be about half an hour. I'm glad to see you're safe. And he'll turn and go back through the doors. They swing open for him as he approaches. Everybody else, you awaken. And again, for the sake of brevity, unless there's anything specific that anybody wants to do, we'll have breakfast together with the 4 masters of the temple, and then figure out what's happening.
All right.
Sounds good to me. Because Kyro essentially is probably just gonna ask Brüz, like, so, you invaded an orc camp or something?
I wouldn't call it an invasion. I merely went over to greet them. They were all laughing and drinking. They seemed to be having such a good time that it reminded me of my friend Kugug and the times we used to share. And say hello.
Cool. And then they decided to kill you?
Well, I do believe they didn't take my attire to be the most appropriate for some reason. Which is strange, because I think I quite looked fairly dashing. Always a very well-dressed orc, so they had such a problem with it.
Yorks are at the table, pips up. Orcs aren't traditionally known for their fashion sense.
Really? Well, I can't say I've met too many orcs, but the one that I've spent the most time with, he was very well dressed and very well spoken.
Well, there's always the exception to the rule.
Absolutely.
So where was this camp?
Well, if I think about it, it was just about an hour's trot down the mountain.
That's not that far, actually.
It was a little off the path. You see, I don't know quite where. I wasn't on the path when I found them. I was wandering the woods.
Oh.
Well,
How many were in this camp?
Yeah.
Well, the last time we ran into orcs, they kidnapped one of our group, and I don't know what they were gonna do to him. Probably eat him.
Definitely eat him.
I was.
But they don't sound like good people. Is the point?
The ones that beat me up were, they were not well dressed.
There's your problem. If you spoke to the well-dressed ones, they tend to be far more polite.
Makes sense.
Yorks and
So, how many people were there again?
make a history check, Brüz. At this point, Yorkshire and Nihilus, who are the ones at the table after Menteith, and then headed down out of the room very quickly.
7 for history.
Yeah, go for it. What was the roll?
7 total.
10. Okay, it was difficult for you to see because there were certainly a lot of them. So many that your only choice was to turn and flee once they became aggressive. And other than
At least a dozen.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of dozen.
Okay, but you said the ones you met were in the woods.
So you think
Yes.
about half of them followed you?
Maybe not half. I think maybe it was only a small group after
Do
me
you
once
think-
I decided to flee.
Sounds like we should probably pick off small groups of them as they leave their encampment to get supplies or whatever.
Divide
And then when we kill enough of those ones, we could probably just take the camp.
I mean,
Well,
why would we go to the
I
camp?
do
Well,
need-
because they're
want to go
in
back to the camp.
They're in our
Why?
zone, and
I thought you figured out that they're not very friendly with you.
Well, friendly or not, I fear that I may have dropped something of great importance to me.
Oh, what's that?
Well, full pendant. However, it is the last thing I have remaining of Mother. Many, many years ago, and sadly, her death was very sudden and very spectacular. And there was nothing really much left. Once I was run out of the village, I only had the one thing. A stone pendant. But I can't find it. Must have dropped it as I fled. So perhaps along the road, or perhaps at the camp.
I'll help
I
you.
will need
Well,
to
you're
go
welcome
back
to look
and
for it
find
after we
out.
kill all of them.
Well,
I think.
I don't suppose we really need to kill them all, but I do want to find that pendant.
Well,
I mean, if they're only an hour from here, though, chances of them wandering up here and trying to attack us again are pretty high.
I suppose, yes.
thing is, regardless, they're kind of dangerously close to the temple, and they're going to
at that point,
to...
yeah, York's kind of interjects.
Yeah.
Cynthyr's right. I don't feel comfortable with having such an aggressive group of monsters so close to the temple. We need to do something about them, and if you guys are willing to go down, then we'd probably be able to rustle up something to say thank you.
I'm in.
I most certainly can offer something to thank you. If we can find the pendant, I would be most grateful.
Great,
Well, sounds
good.
like we have a job to do.
All right.
Is Nihilus at the table? The
No,
gnome guy?
He's just like stuffing his face with a breakfast omelet.
Did you finish with identifying those items?
Man, what? I haven't started. How I get on
What?
this morning? I didn't hear my
Oh, yeah.
breakfast first. Come on.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I will get started as soon as I finish. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get seconds.
He gets down off the chair, which is a reduction in his height, and trots off to the counter and loads up on some more omelette. For a little gnome, he eats a lot. He's crazy. Anyway, he comes back to the table, starts numbing. You guys notice that neither Venteeth nor Zendron are at the table. It's just Yorksa and Nihilus.
Yeah, where are they?
Alright, well,
Where's Menteith and Zendron?
Oh,
they're
Anyone
probably
know?
doing something.
yeah, they're preoccupied with a little something. It's fine. They'll be okay. They just Venteeth's gone to take over because Zendron's kind of been up all night. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, I guess we have a job to do, so may as well get started on that, and hopefully everything will be sorted out with like identifying that deck of cards
Well,
by the time we get back.
Sounds to me like by the time you finish with all of this orc hunting shit, then I'll be done with the identifying.
Yeah.
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
Shrug.
Just like Arthrin sat immediately next to Nihilus, and like as Nihilus is talking, like a speck of omelette just like spits out of his mouth and just goes. And then he's like, I'm getting heading out of the temple and getting a bit of stretched legs. I mean, my god. Not that the company isn't charming. Nihilus is like,
I'm more than happy to show you where I found myself on the trail that led me up, and we should be able to.
That'd be great. Maybe you can
identify
lure
from
some of them
there.
out or whatever.
Well,
Certainly.
we know for sure that you seem to piss them off a great deal.
Well, rude people, they end up being quite rude.
anyway, are you guys gonna head out now, or is there anything anyone wants
Yeah.
to prepare? Or...
I'm gonna go wait outside, ready for everybody else.
I'm good, yeah.
Arthrin joins, and you guys make your way out of the temple.
Just before we step out of the temple, I'm gonna just go grab Yell. You cool with this?
I am more than in. I know what it feels like. Pull out the small silver chain that I showed Ella before.
Okay. Let's go beat up some orcs.
Let's do it.
You guys make your way out of the temple, and you head roughly in the direction that you guys originally came from when ascending this mountain. And actually, the route that you had originally taken had taken you up in a winding sort of spiral around the entire mountain until you reach a kind of almost a massive sort of, almost like a glacier that kind of goes between two peaks, one of which the temple kind of stands underneath, and the other of which was the cave that you guys have been to before where you found the dragon. But that was a left-hand turn once you came to the top of this spiraling roadway that went to the side of the mountain. As you return back to that, you can see, now to your right, because you're coming from the opposite direction, that road heading down around the mountain. What you guys didn't see, because of your object fixation on the temple when you first came up, was on the left-hand side, the trail kind of comes up and continues going a little bit, and starts kind of bridging down a little bit, and the wall on the left-hand side kind of stays at the level of this glacier, and it ends up becoming a kind of relatively narrow mountain path immediately beside a sheer mountain drop on the left. And on the right-hand side, at the edge of this mountain path, the sheer drop continues, almost as if the tiniest sliver of a stair has been hewn into the side of a massive mountain face. And as you guys start making your way down in that direction, the more perceptive of you and indicate to each other, you do see where the path kind of goes down further and into a vast trough within the center of this Trine mountain range. And there appears to be a small wood. Might be where Brüz came from. But he's walked quite a distance from that wood up to this level. Wanderer that he be. You guys continue making your way along. And indeed, about an hour after setting out from the temple, you find what appears to be evidence of a small snowfall or avalanche.
This looks familiar. This is close to where they started chasing me.
All right.
I
I want to do a
had
perception
to pull down
check.
that snow to try and
Same,
slow
please.
them.
Yeah. So yeah, Brüz, you recognize
All
the
right.
space where you had pulled down a small avalanche.
How do we proceed?
And actually, perception checks for Kyro and for Eirys, correct?
Yeah, 19 for me.
19. Kyro,
And
you see the snow, and actually, as you
Yeah.
guys have been walking, the early morning wind that's become mid-morning is continually whipping up, and there's actually
It's very
dust.
bright here. I don't like it.
Yeah, and the brightness is slightly glaring off the snow into your eyes, and as well as that, a dusty white layer of snow is being blown along this mountain path, and some of it kind of buffets off the snowfall and down into the chasm on the right hand side. So it's difficult for you to make out anything. Eirys, you see actual you see evidence of a few like broken bits of leather, and actually a misshapen orc limb sticking out of this snowfall straight ahead of you. And it seems that when Brüz called this down, it swept a number of orcish creatures off of the side of the mountain. And then beyond that, what's the perception check? 16. We'll say you can see a little bit further along here. As the sight gets a little bit further into what appears to be a widening of the path ahead, the combination of the cold wind in your eyes, the glare of the sun off the snow, and the sort of powdery, dusty snow that's been kind of blown up makes it difficult to see much further. It was 19, correct?
Yeah.
I'd say in between the kind of high winds, you can hear a couple of gruff voices.
Can't believe how far Tulok was willing to go with his lot. Yeah, I know. Hopefully they'll be back soon. With some fresh meat. You gonna take that piss or what? I'm not gonna take it when you're fucking looking, am I?
We have company.
Casters
Nods.
pass without trace on everyone.
I'm gonna stealth.
And within 30 feet of
everyone
me
should
gets
stealth.
a plus 10 to stealth.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
I guess that's stealth checks for everybody.
So 26.
Plus 10?
Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
So Arthrin rolled 30.
So,
And
15.
Does that include the plus 10, Sintyrr?
Yes, I rolled
Tina's
a...
bad at stuff.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, buddy.
And
Brüz got
he
18,
has a
28.
plus 1 to stealth, so altogether that is 15.
Okay.
And so basically he's like, honk, but it's muffled a lot.
Yeah, as the arcane energy sweeps over the party, like a lot of the kind of shuffle and clinking of the armor that you're wearing immediately subsides, and it's still colliding, but there seems to be some kind of magical energy around your body that just muffles the noise. Yeah, what'd you get?
27.
Did Eirys indicate from where she heard the voices, like the direction?
It's a path that goes on ahead. It echoed down.
Yeah, ahead. I don't know where.
It's very
Alright.
difficult for you to make it out because of the high winds and the whistling that's going down along this path, but you make it out.
I got a 37.
Can I stealthily proceed until I hear?
Ella did quite well. She got a 16.
In total.
No wearing loud armor got 60.
Thank you.
Brüz got 28.
So you guys, I'm going to say that you together, with the help of other two rogues taking point.
I am. If Eirys wants
yeah.
to as well.
Can I get a marching order?
I don't mind being in front.
Brüz will be in the middle,
Yep.
so as to
I'm
I'm planning on
spread
killing
his,
any lone orcs if I see them.
That would probably be next to Ella. If we were conversation and dancing our way down.
But quietly.
But quietly, yeah. As soon as we went to stealth, it became silent dance.
They're jolly dancing and talking turns into hushed whispers and
Guys, make
silent
your way forwards as
movement.
the rogues, like, your footfall is light upon the snow, and as you attempt to go across this fallen snowbank carefully, Sintyrr, you try and mimic the movements of Eirys, and as you do, there is a bit of a of the snow as your heavy footfalls kind of go in the same place. But you do a fairly good job of it, and in combination with the magical energies, you guys make your way across, and you bring a bit of the background that I've drawn with you. So you guys end up roughly here, and at that
I'm
point,
definitely looking out for people, by the way.
yeah.
Mhm.
Two
Eyes,
yeah, I mean, you don't need
ears.
perception checks. You don't need perception checks. What's revealed is it opens up on the side, and you see two orcs. One of them is facing deliberately away from a second orc, who is urinating against a tree, an old tree, and you can see what appears to be the start of tents of a campsite. What would you like to do?
I'd like to insight check Brüz and see if he seems like apprehensive or just like unfamiliar with this place, or if he seems like he's gonna turn on us at any second and he's actually leading us into a trap. Heck! Oh, that doesn't count. 7. Damn it.
He's a paragon of virtue.
I rolled a
You
natural
don't
2.
get a read. It's difficult. He could be one way. He could be the other. The amulet.
Wondering if it would be possible to kill this guy without the other guy noticing.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I want to try to
and
kill that
draw
guy.
them over.
How are you gonna do that?
Good idea. I'm gonna throw a rock.
Hide back in the snowdrift.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock right over here.
We can make noises in the distance.
Off the edge. I could make another rumble and see if I can make them think that the another avalanche was going to happen.
That might make him run away, though.
And mightn't it
I want him to
trigger
come
another
towards
avalanche?
us.
Yeah, you might actually
suppose.
freak
Fake
out.
sound.
Possibly.
We've had
It's
bad
a fake
experiences
sound.
with people using magic and making avalanches happen.
Yeah,
How about we just
That
back
did
up?
not end well.
How about we
That
back
was
up
real
and warn
noises,
that
not
one
fake noises.
over here, kill him, then kill his friend?
I mean, so
Could be more, just a bit further down. I don't think we should be too rash with this.
You said one guy's looking away and the other one's pissing against a tree.
yeah.
Yeah, like, we
Few
could
seconds
kill
left.
the one that's not looking at us.
I agree.
Or-
Neither of them appear to be looking in this direction because one is deliberately averting his gaze in the opposite direction to where you guys
I'm
are
gonna
standing.
yeah.
Point at the one who's peeing, and let's go.
Alright, I go and I attack him.
You've had your last piss.
Yeah, pretty much.
15, 20,
I'm
30,
gonna end
you
up right
guys clear
over
the gap,
here.
You jump in.
I'd like
Okay.
to stab him in the back twice.
Roll with advantage, both of you guys.
Wow.
Natural
13.
Yeah.
Don't forget to double your sneak attack.
Yeah, don't forget sneak attack, don't forget doubled.
Does a 13 hit?
My goodness, it actually does. So you
Thank
get a
God.
crit because he's not aware that you're there. So you
Yeah.
do it as well. So both of you double this.
20. Wait, I roll normal sneak attack and then double that, don't I? I don't roll extra dice. I always forget that.
Don't forget that.
Alright,
modifiers
so
are
that's
just the dice rolls that are.
8, 9,
You
10,
lot fighters
11,
do not get
12,
brutal
13,
criticals.
plus 16.
8,
20,
9,
6, 7, 9. 29
Four.
damage.
18 plus 4. 18 for my rapier. And then
Guys.
definitely hits. I rolled a natural 18.
Yeah.
18. That's a dagger.
That's 29 plus 8.
For 18. 22 is my total.
Total damage. Okay.
Yeah.
My total damage is 29 plus 8, which is 37.
Bloody hell, guys. Yeah. So, like, as this orc urinates against the tree, his friend looking the other way, you guys sweep across the snow, the powder kind of like almost going over your heads and further on down the mountain, as you grab both of your rapiers, both of your short swords, sorry, Kyro, and through the back. And then, Eirys, you grab his neck and just... the rapier goes all the way through, and yeah, you kind of jerk your wrist and a splattering of foul orc blood ichor just sprays against the tree and sprays out, and his friend turns around and goes,
Is the other one dead? Because if so, I'd like to
Yeah.
attack the other one immediately.
Same, but I'll let Kyro hit first, but I'm like going straight for him as well.
That was a surprise action, and that was your surprise actions that you've just taken. This
Alright.
one,
Do we need to roll initiative now?
yeah, what's going to happen is initiative is rolled, and this one is going to turn and just go,
Boss! Boss!
and he's just going to disappear
Wait, why does he get to go first?
because it's just,
Brüz, hold
wow.
person
We're rolling
on that orc.
initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're rolling initiative, man.
Excuse me, yeah. Initiative. Roll.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Thank you for calling me out on it.
Turns are back.
I'm just like, he didn't roll higher than me. Excuse you.
I probably rolled higher than me. I got an 8.
I'm 22.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Guys,
It's 22.
add your own initiative rolls, except
Oh, yeah.
for Brüz, you need to tell me yours.
That is 14 plus what's my Brüz?
Eirys should teach me how to use a rapier.
14 minus 1. He's not very dexterous.
What's the final initiative, sorry?
13.
Thank you. Arthrin.
Can you add yo, please?
I thought I did. I thought I already did.
13. 1, 3.
Thank you. Orc boys roll 6, which is not good for him.
I did roll first.
19.
And I rolled so bad.
Okay, Arthrin rolled.
Nobody's getting any warnings this day.
Arthrin rolled flipping 21. It's not bad.
No, he's great.
That's my rogue boy.
He's almost as fast as me.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's your dexterity score?
My dexterity score is 13.
Arthrin's going to go first. Sintyrr, what was your initiative roll?
I crit on initiative, so it's 21.
21. What's your dexterity score? Oh wait, it's +1, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's. What's your actual score? Sorry.
My actual score? What do you mean?
The actual.
Like,
dexterity
is
score
it
modifier.
18, 16,
My
14, 12?
My dexterity is 13.
Oh, Sintyrr.
Exactly the same.
I'm gonna roll.
We act in unison.
I mean, they can go on the same turn, or they can decide who goes first. It doesn't matter.
Just you could go ahead and go first if you want.
Works for
Kyro,
me.
his first act. We are now in initiative order.
I'm gonna run at the
Go
orc and
get
attempt to stab him multiple times.
Okay.
In the face.
But he turns around and looks
And his pride.
aghast at his friend's fate as his gore is dashed across this tree.
Alright,
5 to
18
15.
for my first one.
Yeah, again, it's an auto crit because you're acting first in initiative. Roll
Yep.
damage.
So that is 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11 plus 8, which is 16. So that would be 27, I believe. Yes.
Holy crap. Yeah, so yeah, as he just looks like, you just jump on him and with each of your blades, you just cut off one arm, then the other, and as he just looks suddenly stunned, you just finish off with a cut across the chest and orc down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he dies?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh,
as you guys,
cool.
As it kind of like dissipates, as the body falls to the ground and the kind of bloody gore starts seeping into the snow around your feet, the wind dies down, and I will reveal the entire battle map.
Good. Ah, there's
Hey.
more of
Oh,
them.
goodness.
You guys
It's
watch
some
as
boys.
overhead, you see a whole bunch of these orcish creatures, along with a number of the kind of large, brutish ones that you'd seen earlier at the doors of the temple. But there's a couple more. One of them, towards the back, at the back, is holding a crooked wooden staff made of gnarled wood with some kind of fungal growth at the top.
Is this the one with the staff right here?
Yeah, he's holding some kind of arcane power in his hand as he looks up and
This one?
sees. And
Okay.
yeah, he appears to be arcane in nature. And towards the back, in front of one of the central tents of this campsite, something of a leader, and he looks up and sees what's happening and goes,
Can I have my bonus action to hide?
and that's them. They will join initiative order in the same order as the orcs have rolled already. But yeah, that's what you can see.
Could I use my bonus action to hide, though?
You can't hide right there.
Perhaps.
You can try and move. You got 15
I
feet
could
to
move. I
move.
do have some movement.
You
Yeah.
got 15 feet. What do you want to do with it?
Let's see. I mean, yeah, if I duck here, I'd be out of line of sight by, I believe,
You can
most of
basically
them.
obscure yourself,
Or I could get behind this rock. Either way.
which would.
But yeah, I would like to hide and perhaps not draw their attention.
Okay, roll to hide. Roll
All right. Because if they don't know we're here, then they won't come and attack us yet. 17.
Roll for stealth. You believe
Got a
yourself.
17.
You believe yourself to be hidden.
Cool.
It is Arthrin's turn. He's going to be like, oh god, there's so many of them. Oh fuck. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Calm down.
30.
Don't panic.
He's going to run up here to the entrance of this way, take a look at, glance at Eirys, and just knock an arrow, hold his bow up, and hold an action. Yeah.
I am going to move 30 feet up.
You can move yourself, boy.
I can. And as I do so, I am, along the way, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. So yeah, you, expend the arcane energy, and you.
And I'd like to be invisible before I get past Arthrin and just whisper, things that make you go boo.
What the fuck? Holy shit! What are you doing? That's you. That's your movement. That's your action. Anything else?
No, because I'll come out of invisibility if I do anything else.
Sintyrr, it's over to you.
Okay.
Just don't
So I'm going
be
to
careful.
get going forward, I think. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So this far,
Okay.
and then I'm not in range for like freaking anything.
Well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I don't
Well,
know.
we don't want to necessarily attack them right this very turn.
Okay, how about I'm going to tap yell with heroism while I pass him.
He can't be seen. He's invisible.
Oh right.
You could tap Arthrin. Arthrin's right there.
How about I just sort of like go forward with my arms held out wide, hoping to eventually like bop into him at some point, and then cast heroism on him.
I mean, it depends on the way you're going. I was imagining that you were running around the right-hand side of Arthrin.
Wait, can't I see his footprints?
Again,
Oh, damn it.
You can figure out where Yell is, but you'd have to take an action to identify where
He also-
he is by looking.
Like, he also has Pass Without a Trace active, which means tracking him is impossible.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Far away from
Yeah,
Why don't you
like
just
I'm
fire it
willing
at
to think
Arthrin? He's a
actually.
scared human man. He can use
okay,
heroism.
I will hit him up with heroism while I pass him, and I'm just
Also,
like, don't,
It says
like-
a creature you touch, and
like
technically we moved at the
focus,
same
don't
time.
panic. Heroism.
Technically, we took initiative at the exact same time. It's just we break it into turns, so we're not yelling over each other, and it's within.
Okay,
that
I mean-
trace is still active too.
Yeah, narratively, you could just say that you cast it before he became invisible.
I'd say because the initiative rolls are the same, that's a very good point. Do you want to cast heroism on Yell?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Excellent.
Heroism it is.
That is
Because
your action.
the reason is I expect Yell is more likely to go toe to toe with these guys than Arthrin.
So you kind of like both jump forward at the same time and start running, and
Yeah.
Sintyrr, you grab Yell's shoulders and just infuse with energy.
And then Yell becomes invisible.
As you feel that, you manage to, just before Yell, turn invisible. The buffs.
That's very cool looking.
Yeah, it is. Brüz.
I
Brüz will
imagine
move
that
forward
he can just
30
do this
the 30
one-handed,
feet.
and all he has to do is bop the person with his palm.
As far forward as he can, and then he's going to pass from there. Spike growth. So basically, it's a 20-foot radius. So I can cast it up to 150 feet away. So where I want to cast it is basically
Here would be
the second
yes.
closest tent.
Assume it's
Where
in
all
this
those orcs
area
are?
right here.
So that area there. So between
Ooh,
the
yes.
tent and the
Can you just indicate
cliff edge. I'm guessing that's the cliff edge.
Okay, yeah, sure.
It's this area
They're
right
there.
here, which is the
Yeah.
area they'd most likely be traversing. Because it's
I'm gonna
not,
pass.
full of rocks.
Okay.
See what says it. The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. Creatures move into or within the area take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet they travel.
Okay.
So it's
So,
20
like,
feet in diameter, is it?
It's camouflage to look natural and
No, it's a radius, so
So like this.
some perception check to they got to get a DC 13 wisdom perception check to see if they're aware that it's there.
Okay. So yeah.
Oh,
you-
is it going to be that big?
Yeah. It's 20 feet radius.
Put it further up so it just gets all of them. I thought it was going to be smaller.
Can I
Oh, yeah.
change
If you control Z,
Basically, the entire area that they're in. just
might
makes
as
that
well
all
center
difficult
it.
terrain.
Yeah, center it right there because it'll just catch them all.
There you go.
Like in
Like
this
Pokemon.
spot. This spot
Nah.
right here.
Okay. So those guys will
Yeah.
Also
pretty
gets
good.
those ones in the back corner.
Okay. Just bear with
I'm
me.
not going to
Mate,
be
the-
going over there anytime soon.
The Arcanic dude.
Yeah, okay. So I'll say that just about gets all of them.
just for future reference, Jameeesh, if you hold Alt while you're drawing a shape, it draws a circle.
Ah, cool. Good to know. Thank you. Alright. So none of them has to. Okay.
Basically, if
I'm
they
sure they'll notice that.
enter the area,
Yeah.
move into the area, or move within it. So at the moment, they're not damaged by it. But as soon as they move,
Yeah.
2d4 per 5 feet they move,
Wow. Okay.
unless they make a wisdom saving check and go half speed.
Okay. Sure. It says that they're going to need to make wisdom saving checks at the time the spell is cast. Wait a second. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast must make a wisdom check to recognize the terrain as hazardous before entering it. Now, as the spell is cast in the center of them,
Yeah, they're probably going to
give
notice.
alerts to your presence. There's a couple of them that haven't noticed you cast the spell because these guys, right? 1, 2, 3. These guys haven't seen because they're covered by the tents. They haven't seen you. But the others, as they look at you guys kind of running across, see like the spell be cast, and there's just suddenly a sort of that kind of spreads in the ground all around them, and they kind of look at each other and say,
Be careful, boys.
So I'll say these 3 are in need of making wisdom checks next turn. But everybody else is aware that the ground has been tampered by something. So they don't need to make a wisdom perception check.
But they'll have to move at half speed to avoid damage.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, cool. All right, that's that. Nice work. Anything else?
No, he'll Brüz just flicks his hood up. Cloak changes to the color of the white snow around him.
All right. Cool. Ella. What you doing, Ella?
You're muted, Zoe.
Sorry. Forgot I've muted it. Hello. I am going to move my 25 foot.
Go for it.
Eat for me, I've got little legs.
You run as fast as you possibly can.
What do you think it is about there? I've done my calculations right. And then I am going to... Kyro's in the tree bit, isn't he?
He's hiding behind a rock, which is on the other side of the tree. It's difficult to draw vertical objects.
He's on the ground.
Nice.
He's not in the
Yeah, he's on the ground.
Oh, okay. Would I be able to see him, or...?
I mean, if you want to pass a perception check, sure.
He's tried to hide himself. So
He's not that hidden, though.
What was your stealth roll?
17.
Wasn't it? So
It's
you'd have
it's
to-
quite good, but
If you wanted to try and see him, you'd have to take your action to see him and beat a perception check.
sorry.
Okay. In that case, I will... Because I've got an invisible yell in front of me, haven't I? Here. And then I've got Arthrin next to me.
Yes.
At this point, is the Pass with Trace still up? Or was that lost
No.
on the other spell? Cool.
No, it disappeared when I threw up Spike Growth.
Cool. Just making sure.
Otherwise, it would have been.
I was just double
I'm
checking that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a pretty
going-
long-range spell with them.
5 feet.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Arthrin.
Okay.
Neat.
The shield comes up. He
I missed out.
kind of looks down as he feels the hand, which is actually like closer to his midriff because of the difference in your height. He looks down. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Eirys.
Okay, I'm gonna stare across the battlefield at... Okay, I can't remember how I did this thing, but this one. Can you see that?
This one. Okay, yeah.
How do you do this thing with the...
Hold click when you've got the pointer.
When you got pointer, just click on something and keep it held.
So not the... Yeah.
Anyway, that thing. I'm gonna use Insightful Fighting.
Okay. Is there a range on that?
It says one I can see. I checked
Okay,
because
I'll
I felt that was far, but...
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You can see. It's been
So-
revealed.
Roll his deception check.
I am the very
Oh.
deceitful orc.
I feel like
You
he
cannot
succeeded.
determine my presence.
16.
Well, 8, so no.
I am the very deceitful orc.
Okay.
He kind of meets your And there's a green
Okay.
glow from his staff that kind of reflects off of his face, casting the rest of his
Oh,
body
fun.
freakish
I'm
shadow.
going to run over here, and I'm gonna try and hide and hope I roll better than that.
Make a stealth check.
Actually didn't. 10.
Whoa.
That's my move.
Did you roll like a 2?
You believe yourself
I didn't
to
roll
be-
a 2.
Whoa. You rolled a
Not
2
wrong.
and it became a 10? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 8.
Yeah. So
Do you not have
believe-
that thing?
believe yourself to be hidden.
Do you not have that thing so that anything below a 7 becomes a 7?
Not for stealth, no.
She's
I've
playing
got
hide and
one
seek.
on insight checks if they're lying. And that's all I've
Ah,
got. I wish.
I just remembered something about that.
Later on, I think.
The ones that are aware of the fact that they're in dangerous terrain are going to call out to the other ones. It's like,
Watch the ground. It's dangerous. Something's happened to it.
the other three are going to make wisdom. What's the spell save DC on Brüz?
13.
13. I'm afraid it's a 14, a 15, and a 20. And yeah, no modifiers, so they all three of them kind of look around at their friends.
It was actually 12.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah, totally.
all three of them just like look up and just like,
All right.
and the hang on, let me just see this. The Eye of Grunch looks across, and he kind of like sees. He kind of like Eirys, as you were making your way across to your hiding place, you noticed as you were keeping eye contact with the general group, the orcish mage he didn't seem to be changing his perspective on you. He was keeping a bead on you as you ran into stealth, and as you kind of like down onto the rocks and just keep a glimpse over the side, you see him staring at you. He kind of moves his hands around and casts spiritual weapon at 2nd level.
Okay.
The spiritual weapon. Do I have a spiritual weapon for this guy? I'm gonna try my best here. What shall I use? I don't actually have any individual weapons for this. So I'm going to use a hammer. It's not a hammer.
If I had a hammer.
It's a spear, and it appears floating immediately above the tent next to you. And he sees where you are, and as you cower down behind the rock again, the hammer comes down to try and hit you. Oh, buddy, it is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, that hits.
Spiritual weapon. It is 1d8. It is in fact 2d8 because of the creature's Grim's Fury. Oh, buddy.
Don't say that.
Is it plus any modifiers, or is it just the damage? I'm not used to playing
Just
spells.
damage.
You sustain 14 points of bludgeoning
Oh.
damage as from above you a kind of ethereal spear appears in a similar kind of wooden and kind of like mildew encrusted shaft that his staff is made out of, and it just goes and it impales into your flesh, breaking through, and you feel the muscle of your kind of midriff just break under the pressure of that blood. And as you do that,
Ow.
the other creatures are going to start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Later
25,
damage.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These guys are going to use their aggressive characteristics to take a bonus action and rush towards you guys. This guy is up there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, Sintyrr, you see one of the bigger and more muscular looking ones manages to close the gap. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So those guys are just being so careful to just keep their feet in the right place and avoid any damage from the spell that their advance is practically halted to nothing.
Are they able to do that? Or is it just like whenever a creature moves through the difficult terrain, they take damage?
You can take.
It says
half damage
whenever a
for no
creature
damage.
moves through the terrain,
Yeah.
Okay,
but I think it's under the classification of difficult terrain.
Yeah.
So they're moving.
Yeah, the area becomes difficult terrain.
So one, it halves their movement, and then it also causes them damage.
Okay. You gave me the impression that if they
Mm-mm.
know it's dangerous, then they will avoid the damage. Is that true, or is that...
Nope. Nope, it just means that they now know it's there, so if they get outside of it, they can then avoid it
choose
from
to
then on.
move, they take the damage, and then they just have to get out. Okay, so yeah, they take the damage regardless.
Okay, so it's
Mm.
2d4 every 5 feet it travels. So all of them.
I played a druid once.
All of them are going to take 64 damage. Not 64 damage, 6 damage.
I mean, they can take. That's fine. We'll
They'll
take
take 64 damage. That'd be great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Tear them up.
10.
Line them up, line them up.
They will take 13 hit points of damage. Frick, as they kind of try and move through, they all kind of get rended by spikes that just fly out of the ground and impale into their bodies. And for the majority of the creatures there, that is that's like making them seriously suffer. Yeah, so that's that. Wow, that's a good cast. Bloody hell!
Area of effects are great for groups.
They are still standing, but for many of them, it's probably not for much longer. As they take the damage, a lot of them kind of just stop where they are, just like,
Boss, this is too much. We can't take this. Steady on, boys.
top of the order, Kyro.
Alright, well, these guys are...
Excuse me. Creatures making attacks on characters that I forgot to do. Sorry. The orc is going to attack Brüz.
These guys took damage too, yeah?
It's okay if you want to forget. We don't mind.
Honestly.
Great axe is a 10 to hit Brüz.
A 10 does not.
Okay, and then the Orc-ward is going to make 2 great axe attacks. Okay, that was bad. A 13 and an 8 to hit Sintyrr.
Both of them miss.
To hit
That's for
Sintyrr.
Sintyrr, but I'm pretty sure that should miss.
Yeah.
You've got at least a 14, right? Because you have armor. Can't possibly have less than that.
Yeah, I've got 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the 2 creatures get towards you, having taken, they moved 5 feet, didn't they? So let's divide 13 by 3. 4 hit points of damage each. As they go through and the spikes tear through their bodies, they close the gap and they just swing their weapons wildly, and you're both easily able to parry. Kira, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up in between these 2 orc people, and I'm going to attack the big one.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
Of course.
As you sweep across, you move from
19
Okay, so you move from an unseen position to a seen position.
and a 23.
But the aura doesn't quite see it, and they hit.
Alright, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19 damage.
Okay, the aura takes. Okay. You kind of jump on him and cut him from the side. That was a big old attack. Anything else?
Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Actually, I don't think... How much did I move?
Yeah.
Oh, no point. I can't move that far.
So that's it?
I'll just stay where I am. Yep, that's all I got. Next.
Okay. Arthrin. We didn't use his held action. That's okay. Is going
He
to-
could. He could do it and then take his regular action.
It's his turn, so nah, can't.
Alright.
I forgot. He's going to
He was just so distracted by all the carnage.
Here and shoot at the orc. And it is 14. Does that mean well, it depends on its modifiers, my friend. Yeah, it does. It's going to do 1d8 plus dex damage. 6, 7, 8 points of damage as the arrow flies across and hits the orc square in the front. Getting carved to pieces by the party. That's his turn. Yell.
Just question: what is the area looking like? As in, what does the scene look like currently? Not anything specific, but
What you see is a slight widening in the path to allow a deeper cut into the sheer mountainside wall on your left. The far right-hand side of this path gives way to another sheer mountain drop.
right.
So there's a little cubby hole that's made up of a few scrubby hedges on the left-hand side, that tree, and a few rocky crags around which this campsite is built. And within the centre of which you see moving across a group of orcs who are moving through and getting damaged to all hell, and they're moving slow.
So we're in an outcropping on the mountain. Okay.
Yeah.
Or an incropping, I guess, technically. Alright, I'm going to whisper to Ella while I'm invisible. Stay safe, stay up. And as I move past Brüz, I'm going to just tell him to keep concentration. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to move up there.
Okay,
They don't get opportunity attacks on me because they don't see me.
that's right.
And I am going to place right about there, in fact exactly there, I'm going to cast Shatter. 60-foot range, 10-foot radius. They need to make con saves.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. How many? Let's take the general orcs first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the stage for orkies, certainly roll damage. That one's going to pass. What's the DC?
14.
You know, 4 of them fail. So yeah, Orog fail, and the horse boy is going to.
I like these dice.
What's the damage?
24. I got 3 8s. I like these dice.
Wow.
Good dice.
I like these dice. They're the same ones I used on you guys with the dragon
There
breath
we
that did a
have
load of
all
damage.
the fact spells of great groups.
As you let go with the spell, there's and from the epicenter, this orc here just gets blown off the edge side of the mountain and just flies.
Yeah!
Bye, fool.
This one dies, this one dies, this one dies, this one dies.
He just assaulted.
Ooh, I'm liking the action economy again.
I'm no longer invisible, by the way.
Yeah, you come
Just-
out of your invisibility as you cast a spell and just completely obliterate that entire group of orcs.
Hopefully that draws the caster's attention.
There's another.
I might have an idea. I'm not sure if it'll work.
Okay.
Oh,
your
turn is
Past
next.
that, the others. Does Shatter push them anywhere, or?
Oh, sorry, let me check. I just dropped the thing.
I think it breaks
Because
things.
I was looking up my thing. Sudden ring noise.
24 damage?
24. 8 plus 8 plus 8.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Fail save, half much successful one. Any creature or inorganic material has disadvantage on the saving throw. No, they don't get flung anywhere.
Okay. So
More of like a-
the bodies. I mean, the one that gets thrown off the mountain is just for flavor.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the others just get ripped into pieces around the.
He was standing too close to the edge.
More muscular orc and the chieftain. He's just like.
And
Getting beaten. What? Anything else?
bonus action,
Yeah.
I'm going to inspire my good friend Brüz, that I've only just met. Because he needs to keep his concentration, god damn it. And
Is
it's
that a
the
10?
eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's only a d6 at the moment, I'm afraid, but it is a d6 to add to any roll you wish, except damage.
A D6.
A d6.
You are inspired.
Put it. I'll
And
put it up on my table here.
As the
to remind me.
inspiration takes hold of you, for a moment your eyes flash, and they are timerized, but for a moment before they flash.
I love
I
it.
also get another 4 HP for heroism.
You do.
Sweet.
As you yell, Sintyrr.
Alright, so first I'm just gonna have to take an opportunity attack from that guy and that guy if they...
What's your
Well,
plan?
Well, I have this idea. I want to get in range of being able to cast something at the spellcaster
I approve
over
of your
there.
plan. Take the opportunity.
And I have an idea. Is it possible to just levitate his staff?
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, read levitate. Does it say you can? If it does,
It
then
says
you can.
it says you can target an object, and it says
Then yeah.
like if I target the object, it doesn't get a save because it's a staff.
Yeah, do it.
So,
Yeah.
and
It might be a strength save for the
best
dude to
case
hold onto
scenario,
it.
he hangs onto the staff and then
Either way, I'm
falls.
sure he'll be distracted.
He's gonna have a bad time. That's all.
What do you
But
No.
I do need to
Have a
pass
bad
by
time.
2 orcs and take their opportunity attacks.
You gonna try?
I mean, I feel like maybe the guy at your diagonal won't, because there's 2 other people right there, but that big guy definitely will.
Well, I'll just eat that, I guess.
Go, you have
Like,
armor.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Okay.
Coming through, beep beep.
Attacks do come your way. One of them is a 23 and the other is a 19.
Oh, those hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay.
Whoops.
So just like, excuse me.
Excuse
I
me. Come here.
I
I'll
bleed
turn
all
God damn it, you're my
I
advantage.
bleed all over Kyro when I pass by.
You take 17
Thanks.
points of slashing damage from 2 great axes. As you
That's not fun.
Just cut into both of your sides.
I don't like that, but I'm still running.
No,
so-
Abby. No. No, whatever you're doing, put
And
the book down.
And
Concentration.
while he's still bleeding from his wounds, he holds out a hand and targets not the caster but his staff.
Okay. First of all, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Thanks.
No. Why
What?
did you do that?
I need you to make
Why?
a Constitution saving throw.
Is it because it was poisonous?
No.
Oh, that? Okay, sure.
You've got heroism.
Well, you know what, I crit, so
Okay, heroism says that.
screw you, poison.
What's your spell save DC, please?
My spell save DC?
Yeah.
Heroism's
Alright.
concentration?
Oh yeah, it is.
Levitate's gonna take that away in a minute anyway.
Oh well, sorry.
That's true.
Sorry, I'm sure you'll be fine.
No check
Fine, 10 hit
needed.
points.
Levitate
I
that
liked you while you were
staff.
there.
Sorry.
Dangle the man 20 feet in the air.
Ah,
What?
Plus, if he drops, he'll drop, because he's not being levitated.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
80.
Excellent. Excellent
Wait,
choices.
what is
You
my,
levitate him, like,
my
over
spell
the
save? There's not a save for
Then
the
just like this.
staff. It's a staff.
Yeah,
right?
the staff just gets levitated, because it's definitely under 500 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a piece of
But
wood.
is he?
Is it is it sentient?
It's highly
Ask him
likely-
how much he weighs. It's not a personal question. It's fine.
Deanna, what's
My spell save DC. Yeah, I need to.
I mean-
it's 14.
The stick doesn't have a save unless it's sentient. Is it sentient?
Okay. So as the orc spellcaster feels there's a arcane energy starting to pull, or something starting to pull on his staff and starting to rip it up and out of his grasp, he holds fast onto it, and there starts to be an arcane wrestling or a physical wrestling match from the orc against the strength of your levitation spell. And you raise your hand, and he pulls down, and you raise your hand, and he almost leaves the ground, and he just and he breaks the power of the levitate spell by rolling a 15 on his strength save against your spell save.
But at least does he break his staff?
No, he just.
Oh darn! Darn.
And as you have cast the levitate spell, the concentration on thingy was broken.
Do you need any healing next turn?
Yeah, I'm good.
It was a great idea. He just rolled really well on the strength save.
Well, that would have been cool, but oh well.
It was a great idea. Really good. Keep those up. Brüz.
Who just ran past and got hit?
Sintyrr.
That would be the Paladin.
Yeah.
So as a bonus action, Brüz is going to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
And that'll be a 3+. Well, what's my Healing Word? Casting modifier. Okay, so you get 5 hit points back.
Okay.
And then Brüz is going to pull a mace out from his belt.
Yeah.
Swing. He's going to take his Mace of Disruption and take a swing at the orc that's in front of him.
Okay. What's the roll?
A 19 plus 3.
That hits. Roll damage.
How does it disrupt?
It's a 5 plus 1. Oh, sorry.
So 6 hit points of damage.
What's my... Sorry, it's a... it's not a fiend or an undead, so it's just a normal mace, so that's alright.
Cool. So yeah, you kind of get out your mace, suddenly swooping it from underneath your cloak, and the orc suddenly looks a little bit taken aback that you suddenly procured this weapon that's golden and shining, and you swing it around, crack it across the face. Anything else?
And he leans in and says to the one in Orcish, goes, "I know one of you have it. I want it back."
Ella.
Hello. Okay, I am going to move. Take my 25.
Go for it.
Move over there.
Alright.
Oh, no, a little bit too far. Let me sidestep.
You can probably tell where Eirys is since there's a big giant weapon hitting her.
And then I'm pretty sure I can hit him. Just double check.
Ooh,
Yep, that's within range. I am gonna. I take it. That one. That's the druid one, is it? Is it druid? The powerful one that's cast the spiritual
stick.
weapon. Okay. I am gonna cast guiding bolt at 2nd level.
Bolt up the butt.
Does Guiding Bolt give creatures advantage when they attack it?
Yeah.
It gives the next person to attack it advantage.
The next person to attack, I think.
Ah, the
Yes.
next person.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Good to know.
Roll to hit, my friend.
I'm rolling. Oh god. I've suddenly forgotten how you do things. Oh god! Ah, the headache. Oh, +4. Okay, 8. 12.
12.
Boom.
Guiding bolt, you
Sounds like-
summon the energy, you rip it out of your hand. It circles towards the creature, and the forking energy that kind of like guides it is unpredictable as it flows through the air, and it just twitches out of the way. And the creature, as it comes, he almost like as he sweeps his staff back out of control from the levitate spell. He sees it coming and raises it, and the energy just deflects away.
Boo.
Ella's gonna blow raspberry.
Brüz laughs, hearing the raspberry.
Okay, I can't do anything else.
Okay, that's you. Eirys.
I'm gonna disengage. This spear is mean.
Engage your hammer.
And I'm gonna run
The
there.
spiritual weapon doesn't get opportunity attacks.
It doesn't.
Is it? Oh,
So you
I
don't
didn't
have
know
to
that.
Are you gonna range
Okay.
attack something?
I think that was where I ran.
Okay, fine.
I need
Something
to
like-
disengage.
25.
Oh, hold on, no, it was down there.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to stare at that person up here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and cycle fighting again.
Okay,
Let me just double check there isn't a.
sure.
No, it doesn't say there's like a so many times a day. Speak! Okay, decept me.
4.
Yes!
I am deceptive.
Dirty 20.
You know
Okay.
nothing about me and my family. I am called Jim.
That's
I owned a
a
boat.
bonus action. I didn't use a bonus action to disengage, did I?
No, you didn't because the
I just
spiritual
slipped away.
opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Okay.
Let me just double check I've got the range for that
bow is
actually.
Correct.
9, hold on.
Range for a short bow is 80 feet, correct?
Oh, yeah, it is.
So you
So
mean, you-
disadvantage.
Potentially could have moved.
I've already used up all my movement.
Alright.
I did it last. But next time. Alright. Don't fuck me, dice. A natural 20
Yeah.
and a 5.
What
Which
about-
makes it an 11.
So
So,
yeah, you kind of like you lock the arrow, you lock eyes with him. You've got the grip of him. Like you've got this. You unleash the arrow and it flies straight towards him, and it just loses a little bit of momentum as it gets to the extent of its range. And the orc, seeing it come, in a split second, just goes and deflects the arrow again. He's deflecting lightning bolts. He's deflecting arrows.
he's a Jedi.
He,
I clutch my bleeding, probably stomach or something, and I just scowl at him.
Yeah.
I look and
Sure. As you
Unhappy.
do that, this druid creature is going to basically stay where he is. He kind of like looks around. He's going to expend his last second level spell slot to raise his hand and glide it across the space, and there's a fell arcane energy that takes control of the spikes and disenchants them, meaning that they go away. That's his action. The bonus action is going to be seizing control of the spear, and 5, 10, 15, 20. It gets to Ella.
sorry, Ella.
Um,
Tag, you're it.
the spear is going to fly its way through the air and throw itself at you. Okay. It is a 14 to hit you, Ella. Okay.
Ella goes.
It sails through the air towards you. You look up and it's like, this is a spiritual weapon. I know how to deal with these. And you jump to meet it, and with your shield, deflect the blow of the spear away. The
She's
boss-
so
the-
badass.
The leader of this group of orcs kind of turns around and goes, give me a second.
Belrir, Gol, Orgar, wake the fuck up!
And he is going
You
to,
say?
Extras.
Uh-oh.
going to
Was-
run 5, 10,
Damn you, Kyro.
20,
Hey!
25, 30.
Damn me, Comikat!
Of course,
Oh,
Did he
yeah.
take his damage as
Kyro
he
is
left
fine.
the area?
The area's been
Kara would
dispelled
never
by
ask for
the,
more enemies.
Eye of Grimwald.
Ah, dispelled.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Just
Was concentrating on that.
10, 15, 20. He'll make his way up there. That's just his regular move.
just out of curiosity, if everybody were to give an arbitrary value based on how well they're feeling, what would that arbitrary value be?
100%.
I would be 19 out of 31
Interesting.
Like emotionally or physically?
physically.
I'm quite all right, thank you.
Are
Emotionally,
we talking in or out of character?
Out of character.
I was going to say in character, fuck you. Out of character, well, let me tell you, I'd love to help. Probably about half, just a bit less.
The Eye of Grimace
I was going to get you on my next turn, Jojo.
Ah, thank you. But if I was Eirys, it'd be like, fuck you.
Has advanced. Excellent.
The Eye of Grimace
Alright.
his eyes haven't left Eirys's, and he looks across the way and takes a few steps forward.
Yes.
And he's like,
Fuck that
Eyes
guy.
off my girl.
those orcs that are further ahead, one is going to take an attack on. Yeah,
I want to fuck up the spellcaster so bad, but I can't.
And the other one's going to take his attacks.
I've already used my levitation of the day.
Okay, the orc is going to roll a 13 to hit Brüz.
Okay, that misses.
Okay, and there's 2 attacks from Great Axes coming from the Orog on Kyro.
yep.
It's a 12 and a 16.
Oh hey, one of them misses. The other one hits.
Okay, so you are going to take.
Can't use luck on other
Like my
people's rolls,
magical
can I?
armor is just regular leather.
The
No.
answer is yes, you can.
Yep.
For my
Can
AC
you?
purposes.
It has to be affecting you, I thought.
You can
I'm gonna throw my luck roll. And for
Say
that
again.
second
14,
13.
13.
1, 3.
It becomes a 19, so it still hits. It's actually a better roll than it was before.
Oh, well, then it gets the thing that it got.
Whoopsies.
It only takes mine if it's
Sintyrr, sorry, Kyro, you see.
I
one of
appreciate
the
the
axe
sentiment.
coming As he just moves it back as if to swing. You duck under the first, but you're not expecting him to continue with the motion, swing it around, and cut across your chest, and you sustain 16 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
Now I'm angry. I'm gonna hit him. Are the orcs done with their turn?
They are. This boss guy is going to attack Sintyrr.
Alright.
Orog is going to attack first. Straight roll. Double 19s, both are going to hit.
Can I use luck? Is that allowed?
Can you see? I'll say that yes, you can. I'll let you re-roll
Okay.
what you do.
Oh, what's my terrible okay.
One of them definitely hits you, Sintyrr, and you.
I got a 6.
Okay, 6 plus 6. That becomes a 12. Does a 12 hit you, Sintyrr?
Nah.
I got you, bro.
No.
So, yeah,
Boom.
as you see your companions kind of raising their hands with like unknown potential warding off the effects. But Sintyrr, you do take
They're just crossing their fingers, hoping.
7 points of slashing damage from the Orog to the right of you. The Orc-ward chief is going to. Yeah, it's going to take 2 attacks as well. One is an 8, so you don't need to worry about that. But the other one is a 22. Okay.
Ooh, I took 16 damage. I need to write that down.
Okay. I've got so many dice in my hands, guys.
God, that's half my health.
You sustain 16 points of slashing damage from the orc boss in front of you as well.
Oh well, I'm dying now.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you watch as these 2 creatures rush forward, and you get completely emaciated. One of the blows, there's a spark of light that deflects one of the great axe attacks, but it's not enough as you get cut to the ground.
I think
Wow.
you mean eviscerated.
We would have been screwed if we hadn't had those areas.
Because emaciated means that you're like really skinny because you've
Bit
been
of weight.
starving to death.
Eviscerated. You're eviscerated. Yes, yes.
Yeah. That is the orc's turn. Kyro.
I want to attack the guy who dealt me the damage. I'm gonna hit. Does a 12 hit?
It's an Orog, isn't it? No, it doesn't.
How about a 25?
Why are you rolling with advantage?
forgot.
You don't have advantage. It's just you and the.
Well, I still got a 25 because that was my first roll.
I will take the 9 as your first.
Yeah, the other one's for my offhand.
And the offhand I'll say hits, so roll damage.
Thank God. Alright. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
No sneak attack, it's only 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you need advantage.
Only 4 damage.
Or the creature needs to be within 5 feet of another creature. Yeah?
Yeah, I forgot. I was
So, yeah,
should have attacked the other guy.
brandish
Oh well.
weapons, it deflects one, and there's a cut across his upper arm, and a line of black ichor starts flowing down his arm. So he's like,
You're fucked.
Arthrin.
I'm gonna flip him off, and then I'm gonna disengage, and I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, sure thing. You kind of like you give him the finger, and you move away, and he goes to swing at you, and you just deflect the axe and move back. And as you do, I'm gonna say Arthrin's gonna run in from behind and clatter into him, rolling to hit with his longsword. Oh, okay. Short sword, sorry. It's 20 to hit, which does hit the creature. 4 hit points of damage on this guy as he rushes in from behind.
I'm mad if I delayed my action. Oh well.
And as he does, the creature just and that wound, although small, has just like completely cut across his back, and he is suffering something absolutely fierce. As is the orc in front of you, Brüz. They're on the edge.
Both looking pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad. Behind those, the orc chief is angry. He has been scratched up, and he is angry. And the orc beside him, the one that got Sintyrr in the side, is looking pretty bad. And then you can see there appears to be ruffling in some of the tents from at the rear of this, as a few more individuals rummage and manage to get out, or are trying to grab their weapons and get out. And then the totem-wielding druid or fell orc caster, without a scratch on him, cackles in the back. Yeah.
Question.
What's
You're
question?
ruling on ending my movement in an enemy's turn. How do we resolve that?
Ending my movement in an enemy's
Enemy space. Sorry, enemy space.
You cannot occupy the space of a creature that is your size.
But you can move them out the way by running into them.
It's a
What's
bull
your
rush, right?
ruling on it? Yeah.
Subject to a
Drew a kick.
Yeah, subject to a strength check, I guess. A contested strength check.
Contested strength.
So you're saying I could run 30 feet up and 25 feet as a dash into him
No, because
and contested strength check.
You're focusing your entire turn on sprinting as fast as you can to get to him, and by the time you get to him, it's your next turn.
To do it as an action.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like I'd be using my action to dash.
So you wouldn't have an action to use as the push.
Yeah, you can't combine the dash with a push.
Yeah. Otherwise, all kinds of antics begin becoming.
Unfortunately, momentum is not taken into consideration.
They're optional rules, but cool. That's what I was making sure.
Trust me, like, if that happens and all of a sudden people are double dashing everywhere and getting attacked in, that's basically what it
Oh
is.
no, not an attack. I just wanted to shove him 5 feet back, so he's closer to the edge.
I'm afraid I'm gonna
Not this time.
Good question.
Alright. Alright, that changes what I'm going to do. So Sintyr's down, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very down.
I can get her on my turn.
So healing word to pick up Sintyrr
Okay.
at first level. The healing is that is 2 plus 4. That's 6 points of healing.
Okay. You are
And
But you're not on saving throws, so that's good.
What are you gonna do, Yel?
Change with my turn. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, if you could trap the orcs in your homes
And I swing with my magic, really.
Okay. Swing a straight roll.
What? As in no modifiers? What?
No, just roll attack.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant. I didn't think I'd get advantage or anything. So that was a 14 plus 5, 19.
19 on the warcheat hits. Roll damage.
4 plus 5 is 9.
9.
Okay. Yeah. You bring my magic willy slashing down and cut into his side on the side of his right arm, and he goes like. And as he kind of steeps over the body of Sintyrr, even though the light shining from Sintyrr, it signifies that he's been brought back to consciousness, he glances at you.
You're next.
Bring it, big boy.
Sintyrr, you are now awake, lying on the ground. What do you want to do?
How much was I?
6 points.
6 points? Okay, so... One moment. Well, it would take my entire action to get up. Is there a guy, like, over me?
It doesn't take your action, it takes half your movement.
Correct.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm gonna, like, get up and I'm gonna Divine Smite this guy.
The big boss?
Yeah, big boss.
Okay, roll to hit.
Hold on. Where did my d20 go? Why did I lose it? Here it is. Alright. And that's unfortunate. Well, I rolled a 1, so...
Okay. You don't.
What does that mean?
You don't use the spell slot, because Divine Smite only comes into effect...
So he gets up and looks all cool, like he's back from the dead, and then he knocks himself back out.
Like, stands up and his cloak flutters in the wind and swings, and as he does, the orc who's...
You get hair in your face.
And as the orc wears a yell, you just completely...
I'm betrayed by my beautiful locks!
Alright, anything else?
That's all you can do.
Okay, Brüz.
Yeah.
So, Eirys is still down on health.
Yeah,
All
she's
the
like
ropes
bleeding
are.
out of her side, like clutching it painfully.
So Bruce's bonus action is going to cast Healing Word 2nd level.
Alright.
E plus, where's my other plus? It's 4 plus 3 plus 2. 4 plus 3 plus 2.
9?
Plus
Yes.
3. Yes.
9.
9 hit points of healing.
9.
She looks confused and then meets your eyes and gives a nod of thanks.
Alright.
Rude nods back. And then up at the back, the guy with the other staff holding fella in the room.
Okay. It's gonna be tricky because you're engaged by an orc that's currently trying to cut you open.
Now, I want to cast Magic Missile at him, which is 120 feet. Am I going to get any disadvantage for the guy in front of me? Or can I just start
no.
I
wailing?
don't think you
to start
can. Magic
blasting?
missile's magic missile.
Yeah, magic missiles. You kind of like you see like immediately behind this orc, there's a melee involving Sintyrr swiping back up to his feet, and then beyond that you can see this this orc caster. He is in view, and as you expel the arcane energy, is it at level 1?
No, that's at level 2, so that's my last level 2 spell.
Okay, so roll the damage for those
and-
5 bolts. Is it 5 bolts?
Yeah, I think so. 5.
I believe.
It's definitely more than the original.
Yeah.
It's 4 at level 2.
Oh, is it? Okay, so roll those 4 dice.
Ah,
It's 4d4.
the original spell only has
plus
3, huh?
4. Yeah.
First two. Got 4 and 2.
6, and then
And we got 4 and 3.
6 plus 7 makes 13. So yeah, you see through where this orc caster is, and you reach out even as you're parrying the blows for the orc in front of you. You reach out, and there's a 4 like little puffs of little balls of light kind of like appear around this creature, and he looks around like, and they just burst into him, leaving trails of light, and he takes the damage. Anything else?
No, that's it. He's going to turn back to the one in front of him and like growl back at him in Orcish and say, "Back off! I don't have any patience for you now."
Okay. The orc looks back and just he's just screaming. Ella, you are being attacked by a giant spear that is floating.
You also have an injured friend 5 feet from you.
Oh yeah, and as you kind of like get smashed
Yeah,
by the spear.
Kyro like winds his way over and he's like bleeding into the snow.
Please help me, Dente.
That's not. He doesn't say words.
Okay,
I was about
You
to
just see
say,
it
is
on
that
his face.
Come back.
that his way of saying, "Can you heal me?"
Coming towards you with a wound is saying, "Please heal me." Yes.
Heal me.
He's being very
Okay.
deliberate with his movements, and he's like being very careful to show you the side of him that's just completely shit.
It's not like I need any healing or anything.
Jeez.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Being mocked. Kyro's favorite.
Right. Well, I was going to do something different as Kyro's up.
You don't have to heal him if you have other plans.
Well, he's asking her, so she.
But
she
just letting you know,
she
his
will-
blood's on your hands if he dies here.
Wow.
He's taking
Right.
advantage of your good nature.
Right. Well, in that case, I will move so I can get right up to him.
You're in range of like touching distance already.
And then cast better. Cure wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Yes.
2d8 plus your wisdom plus an extra 2 because you are a life cleric.
2d8.
Plus the spell's level.
Oh, man, I always forget about that. Thank you, Jody.
Is that right?
So I'm adding 6.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
No? 4.
If you're casting
6. Hey, hang on. What?
2 plus the spell's level plus your modifier.
So 4 plus your mod.
Thank you. Ooh! Okay, that's good.
Oh, thank you.
Like that number. Okay. Hang on, mental arithmetic is slow. Bear with me. 11.
Apologies to the teachers in the room.
Definitely not me.
no sleight of hand check.
100%.
You love that sleight of hand check.
Call that zone.
What was that?
Back me up! I can't count!
Give me the bird.
Oh my god.
Jody's passive perception was not there. Did not beat the sleight of hand.
How much of the good healing do I get?
17.
Yay!
10.
Full I
So
am.
much
God.
good healing.
That's good. Okay. That's your action. Anything else from you?
Yes.
Ms. Eagleberry?
What can I do? You know what? I think I'm actually just. I'm gonna just move back a little bit.
Okay.
So I will just move here, I think. Not so much in range of orcs.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. That's you, Eirys.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at him. I'm gonna try to. We'll see. The dice will decide, I suppose.
Dice will always decide.
21.
That hits.
Finally!
Wow.
Guy's beaten me up enough. It's about time I beat him up back. 1d6 plus my sneak attack damage. It's not sneak attack, but because of the insightful fighting.
You're right. Thank you.
So it's not actually sneak attack, it's the same sort of thing. Oh, but I didn't roll so good.
It's insightful attack.
I rolled 2 1s and a 3. Yeah, my insightful attack. So 4. Oh, plus 4. 8. 8 damage.
Okay. So yeah, you fire the bow, and he's a little bit close this time, and the arrow manages to wedge its way in. He goes. You're able to predict how he swings his totem to deflect missiles, and it gets through.
I've seen it
As he
enough
does,
times.
Your passive perception is 18, so 17. So you see this. He jumps forward, and as he does, there's a small necklace breaks free from his underclothes.
Huh.
And
He took the necklace.
it's on his chest.
It must be a good necklace.
And they give him a mocking smirk. And I'm going to run up to here.
I'm so glad I didn't go through with my original.
I've only got a bonus action left, so I'm going to use just my offhand. Can I do that? Can I shoot a bow and then use an offhand dagger and just do a little attack?
I'm gonna say no. You need to make that bonus action as you make another attack with another melee weapon. That's what offhand is about.
Yeah, so I've used my bow as my main action, and can I, for my bonus action, use a
It would take
dagger?
you time to put your bow away and get out both of your weapons.
No, just one, just a dagger.
No, because you
And
didn't
just
have
drop
it
my
drawn.
bow.
Because you don't have it drawn.
Oh, I see, because... Okay.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
in
had
that case,
both of them
I
out at the
don't
same
know.
time, you
Two-handed
could split it
thingy.
up. But
I see, that makes sense.
You could
I
use
can't
your
remember
bonus
what
action
it's
to
about
equip your. You could use your bonus action to equip your rapier and dagger, though.
Yeah.
If you wanted to get up in the melee.
An offhand attack is specifically used for following up on.
I will go back here and hide behind these guys. I'm good. That's my 10.
Arthrin's just like, oh my god.
You could legitimately stealth if you want, though.
I don't think there's much to stealth behind down here.
All right there, yeah, true.
As you move behind, there's a vast.
I've just got my meat shields.
Yeah, there's a vast over Arthrin, and he's kind of moving behind. He's like, "Oh me!" About to wail on him. What happens on the other side of the campsite is the ones that are getting ready, kind of with heavy plate armor equipped and axes in hand, moving out of
Oh,
the
shit.
tents are a number of other creatures. Oh wait, you are not wounded. Excuse me. They are going out, and they are going to make their movements past the caster, who's smirking as like the. I'm not sure if Brüz is going to be able to see this, depending on your passive perception.
Option's not bad.
What is it?
12. Actually, yeah, it's not good either.
So,
It's more not good than it is not bad.
But of all the people here, only Eirys has seen this necklace around, and I'd say that you're naturally intelligent enough to make the connection that like Brüz is looking for a necklace.
That looks like it.
I meant to yell something to him, but I forgot. But my turn's over.
You can always keep it.
Good. So these ones are going to make, as they come around, they see everybody. They're going to go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. This one doesn't get into melee range.
Oh, heck.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Bye, everyone.
So the aura that's at Arthrin is going to wail. Okay, Arthrin's armor class is actually pretty good.
Don't forget he's got Shield of Faith
It's
on
an
him.
extra 2. It's an extra 2.
Yeah, because you got a magic armor, remember?
It's a magic armor, but the Shield of Faith that Ella's got
Ah, that as well.
increases it to 19, which means a roll of 16 doesn't hit. The
Haha.
other one does though, and Arthrin sustains 10 points of slashing damage from the Orog. Eirys, you see that happen in front of you, and as he takes that single blow, he just goes, and he's that was a hit. That was a fair.
Ow.
The orc that's in front
Oh,
of you
I forgot
is
it's-
going to roll an attack.
Got less health.
That is a 15 to hit you, Brüz.
15 does not hit Brüz.
Okay, so yeah, you're deflecting all the blows that he's throwing your way. You're smirking as you fight.
Clerics, man.
Sintyrr, you're able to
Yeah.
face both of these creatures that are attacking you. Orc is going to go first. Oh, buddy, 23 and 24.
Oh, you're downed again.
Yeah, like I've got like 6 points of health, right?
He's
So,
dead.
What's your HP maximum? Just human.
It's 31.
Okay, so you're knocked unconscious because you take another 20 points of slashing damage. Sorry. And yeah.
What the hell?
As you do that, you collapse to the ground.
This is a dangerous fight.
The boss is gonna just like watch this happen and then look at Yell, just like.
Yeah, we're well
Unleash
outnumbered.
two melee attacks on you. It is 19 and a 21.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
luck on one of them.
Okay, reroll.
Please roll terribly.
You take.
I always get sixes with this. 6 again.
Okay, so that becomes a 12 instead.
My AC.
Oh, god damn it!
You take 13
Grace.
points from
Oh.
the first, and you take 10 points from the second.
Damn.
So 23 and all.
Oh, that's nice. I'm just going to smile and laugh at him as I use my reaction to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay,
Haha.
He needs to make a deck save.
there you go. It's an natural
Let's see how they. Let's see how they stand when you fall. 9 plus 8. 17 points of fire damage.
Oh.
So as there's an explosion of fire from almost within this creature, and it bursts forth and it singes his hair in and around him, he kind of lurches forward, just like.
Full of surprises.
He has, that was a hit. That made him concerned. The two creatures that have come around to you are going to take their attacks as well. One is a natural 2. One is a 15.
15 hits.
Say again.
15 hits.
Okay, you're going to take a further 6 points of slashing damage. Still up?
Yeah.
The last one's going to give it a go. He rolls a 13 and a 21.
Won't be up for much longer.
Oh boy, oh
13
boy.
points of slashing damage.
Hope you're still up.
I am on -1.
So yeah, the rest of you guys out there watch as these creatures cut down Yell. He collapses to the ground. That is the end of the orc's turn, and we'll go on to Kyro's turn.
I'm thinking for a second, cause, like, I'd really like Yell to be standing. So,
That would be nice.
I think I might be dropping in turn order until after Ella, in hopes that she'll bring one of them back up.
Can raise 1 on my turn.
I was about to say, there's 2 clerics.
Right. Well, I mean, I'll just.
We can
I'll
do
just-
this, man. We can
I'm
do
gonna
We
this.
got
stay.
this.
I'm gonna stay my turn and see if Yell gets up.
Like to hold an action.
What?
This is your
Are
turn.
we not allowed to? Are we not allowed to drop in turn order?
Holding actions is designed to allow that to not be necessary. What you can do.
Okay. I'll hold my action
Yeah. What you can do is
to
you can move to behind these orcs and hold an attack for once you know that Yell is up.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so I'm gonna move right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to just like, I guess, make eye contact with the healers.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Is going to hit to attack. They're going to roll with a short sword to attack the creature in front of him. It's going to hit. I have a feeling. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Despite the Hulk before him, he just grabs his sword, glances at Eirys, just like, yeah! Jumps and just with both hands plunges his sword straight into the Orc's chest. He goes. And collapses to the ground.
Yes, thank God.
Orc on orc violence.
Having seen that, he's going to see the scene ahead of him, and he's going to glance at Eirys. Is he going to run in there?
There's a lot of guys.
He's gonna do it.
Alright.
25. Arthrin makes up, and as this Orog sees him coming, he turns to face and Arthrin makes his way there. Cool. That. Oh, guys, this fight.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. Let's just hope that the rolls go our way.
I just need yell up.
19, so it's a save.
Save. Well done. Sintyrr.
Well,
Relax.
Run.
yeah, hold on. And that was
Say again.
success.
Okay, well done. So, as these guys lie on the ground at the feet of these orcs, who are now turning their attention to the other creatures around, yeah, behind this new line of like orc muscle, you can see Eirys, the kind of like shaman who's lowered his totem and is just starting to laugh. Cool. Brüz, it's on you.
Okay, so that are down are going to be the most helpful up first.
This guy,
Who's it
the yell man.
Get Elvis up.
Please, please.
Just gotta be yelled
Either
at.
of the two that are going to be healed, do they
Yelvis-
have their turns
Yelvis-
after mine?
Built-in.
What before?
No, they all went before you.
No,
They both
they'll
went before you,
attack
unfortunately.
again.
The orcs will go before either of them.
Yeah.
So
Yell will be
hold
the
until
most
after
useful
them.
because then I can. Because Kyro's right
all I've
across
got
from
is
me.
a level 1 healing word. That's lovely. 4 plus, what is it, 2? 4 plus 2. My spellcasting order, so 6 for.
Can't hear you, Swiss. Can you say that again?
To you, Sintyrr would
Said,
be
4 plus 2.
Okay, so that's 6 hit points.
this person's closest.
Yes.
You're gonna use it on that? You're gonna use it on Sintyrr or Yell? Which one? I'm not sure. I can't hear you.
Whoever's closest.
Sintyrr
Sintyrr.
is.
So Sintyrr, you restore 6 hit
Damn.
points and you open your eyes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, because this is a
This is-
tricky situation, Kyro, you see this happening, and I'll allow you as part of your held action to strafe over here and do the sneak attack behind this boss if you want.
Well, I mean, the position though is important. Sorry.
No, that's
Well,
fine. It's up
no,
to you.
yeah, it is.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just gotta hope Ella heals yell.
That's true. Brüz, that was your bonus action. You've got an orc ahead of you.
That's my bonus action.
Cause like
Action.
my main aim is not these orcs in front of me.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit them if I get the opportunity on the way.
How far is that mage at the back from me?
He's about that far. Give me a sec.
60 feet?
75.
Oh, damn. Out of range, out of range.
The orc ahead of you.
I think he's just going to wind up and just smash the orc that's been standing in front of him.
Roll to hit, my friend.
my weapon? Uh, 15 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Oh, it's a 2. So 2 plus 1, 3.
As you swing the mace around and just clump it into the chest, the orc wheezes and collapses down to the ground and expires.
Yay.
Awesome.
Good.
And so I've still got my movement, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. You could
Okay,
get
so
up
I'm
and
gonna move
engage in
right
some of
up.
these other dudes.
Like right up in front of whoever is it? Eirys who's still down.
No,
Yell over here. That's who's still
yeah, Yell's there.
So right up on them.
up here.
Engage with all 4 across around. Yeah, exactly there.
Okay. All right. That's you. I think that's everything. That's a bonus action. That's an action. That's a movement. Okay.
Yep. Ella. Save your best friend. Please.
Well, as you are so nicely. I am going to grab my holy symbol and cast
You can actually run
my
up.
channel.
Channel divinity.
Cast my channel divinity, preserve life,
Okay.
and
You know that
Sintyr's already up, isn't he?
Sintyr's awake.
Yep.
Only just.
No, he's okay. Okay, I am going to split it between the two in that case, so they both get 10 HP.
Okay. No
Atta
reaction.
girl.
Channel divinity done. As you clutch your holy symbol and you just look across at the devastation and the wall.
And as soon as Yell becomes conscious.
Yeah. There's a glowing from the bodies lying on the ground. Sintyrr, you feel some of your wounds close. Yell, your eyes open, and as Brüz runs forward and yells in an orcish sort of grunt and attracts the attention of the creatures immediately ahead of you. Right then, Comikat, your first roll was a 23. That hits.
Yep, as soon as I noticed the orc noticing Yell, I hit him with the 23. Did the offhand hit as well, or no? It's a 15.
You've got the
Okay.
sneak attack 'cause you had advantage.
It's all good. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
Yeah, so you just you see the orc look ahead at the light shining and Yell's eyes opening, and as you look at this orc looking down over you, and you notice that Kyro's behind, you give it a wink, and then whoosh, from behind, a deep wound carves. Ella, that was your action, wasn't it? Any bonus actions?
Yeah, you could still cast a healing word at someone if you wanted.
That's right.
Yeah, I suspect you guys are still pretty.
Yeah, you want to keep those guys up if possible. They're gonna get attacked like a lot.
Okay, as Brüz healed Sintyrr, I'm going to do some healing of Yell. So, okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
2d4.
Plus all your other stuff.
2d4.
Plus 6. If I'm remembering this correctly, which I believe.
That sounds right.
Modifier spells level +2.
Left clerics are great.
13.
That's
So good at keeping things alive.
I mean,
Needed that.
it's
a
all
jam.
it's in the name.
That's your turn, Ella. Eirys.
Back over
Alright.
50%.
There's like a line of enemies.
My 50% is 23, so.
Move up
No,
there.
21 is my 50. And I'm at 20.
Oh,
And I'm going to take another shot at this jerk. I've decided he's a jerk. 17?
17 hits that guy. Roll damage.
Okay. with my bow, which is 1d6.
You have insightful fighting against him, correct?
Mhm.
Roll sneak attack.
Yeah. Okay, that was better than last time. 9, 10, 14.
14. The
Boom.
arrow comes across and lodges itself, but this time in its belly. It now has 2 arrows sticking out, one in its chest, one in its belly. Do you know what? He took damage.
Yeah.
You did.
Hell,
I'm
heck, he
sorry,
yeah, he
for that
did.
last turn, I deliberately chose not to take a spiritual weapon attack because I was thinking these guys are fucked. But there's no spiritual weapon because he failed his constitution save, and the spiritual weapon fades.
Huh.
Yay.
That
That
weapon.
was the result of your first attack. The second attack just did more damage, and he's starting. After that first arrow, he started guffawing, but after the second arrow, he's starting to look a little bit more haggard. Anything else on your turn?
As a bonus action, I'm gonna blow him an air kiss. So- and I'm
She's
done.
learning it your way.
He was
Roll
gonna-
No,
Liz.
she's always been doing that.
he was confused, but was crazy days anyway. So as the other ones are landing on the floor, all of the other enemies are going to turn attention to the guys who are standing. Eirys, you watch as one Orc just closes the gap to you and raises.
I expected it.
21 and a nat 20.
Can I roll luck on the nat 20?
Absolutely can, and you should.
This is the time to roll. Yeah, 3!
Yay.
A natural
I
20
love that
is
dice, it's so
absolutely
terrible.
to not
Thank
get the-
God.
Holy
Okay, I'll
fuck.
take whatever is left. That's my last luck as well.
You take. Oh, it's tough.
Luck is great.
It's 13 hit points of slashing damage anyway.
It's better than what it would have been.
Absolutely.
I'm okay.
You could have been downed, but you're not, so it's great.
Okay.
Ella needs to get into healing
Arthrin's Shield
range.
of Faith prevents one attack, but Arthrin suffers another natural 20.
Damn, Arthur.
I'm out of luck!
I'll roll luck for it.
Your luck has run out.
2 guys with luck, please. This is how we do it.
13.
I guess I gotta get my
This rate.
hands on some of that
3,
someday.
13.
That still hits, but it's not a natural 20 anymore. So he takes an additional 10 hit points of damage after running in. And Eirys, you kind of like see the axe coming towards you, and it swerves. And it, as it makes its way arcing towards you, you just move out of the way, and there's your fringe kind of flux away from your face as the axe comes through, and some of your fringe, like you've used to obscure your vision in the past, gets cut away. And as you do, half of the long hair that you've used to hide yourself in the past, it's still there, and half of it's away, revealing that brave but still terrified eye.
Eirys doesn't have a fringe, but I'm guessing now she does. It's one way to get a haircut.
One of her elven ears is now visible, whereas before it wasn't. Yeah.
She got some bangs.
As you manage to get out of the way, and then it's like cut up by the follow through, you see Arthrin just take one straight in, sinking in several inches into his chest, and it withdraws, and Arthrin goes and looks over at you. Steady on his feet. Other boys are going to attack. The big boss is going to attack Brüz. 1 misses, 1 hits. Brüz, you take. Sorry, I'm being so retarded. 6 points of slashing damage. There's an
6?
Yeah, 6. One, just yeah.
He just took damage, and so he's going to do Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, dexterity saving.
Tiefling
Action.
buddy.
And gets 3d10.
Okay, roll 3d10.
Tiefling buddy.
9, a 9, and a 9.
Nice.
No way.
27.
27.
I'll take a photo
Yeah.
just so.
That is epic.
No, I believe you.
Thanks, yeah.
9 is a
Save
magic number.
is a 13. What's the DC, did you say?
My DC, spell DC is 12.
Okay, so he just beats it, so he's going to take half as much, but 27 half is still 13. So that's still a burst of flame across his body again. He goes, "What are you?" Yeah, he's like, a bit,
We're
Damage
motherfucking
then.
demons.
Your worst nightmare.
what's your armor class?
Someone with good manners.
Now Bruce's turn.
No, he's still being attacked by the Orc on his other side, on the other side of Yell's body. You, what's your armor class?
AC 16.
Okay, one of these hits you. You sustain a further 6 points of slashing damage. So yeah, you see them coming like from both sides. As you get hit by one, you raise your arms and explosion of fire on this orc, and then you take another one from your other side. It's starting to look a bit dire. Kyro.
I'm gonna try to kill the chieftain.
It's
If I
not your
can.
turn. It's not your turn yet.
Oh, you're saying I'm getting attacked. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah. One of those hits you. As you sustain
Ow.
13 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Yeah, so the Orc, like, again, one swing you manage to get out of the way of, but the follow through is just too quick and carves across your body.
I take it.
It's your turn now.
Now
Guys,
I
guys,
attempt.
Allow me to make this clear. You need to start killing these fuckers. Off you go.
I did it. I'm gonna definitely try to.
I'm healing everyone.
Very
Yes, Ella, please.
It's like,
Yeah,
what do
we're
you
doing
want
so
me
much
to do?
healing. Doing so much
Yeah,
healing.
just like,
How's a six? Hey, James, how's a 16?
on whom? On whom?
The guy in front of me.
The guy directly in front of you. No, not 16.
How about a 24?
Does hit.
Wow,
roll-
my offhand consistently does better.
Okay.
Okay, 7, 8, 9 damage.
I will say you did have advantage on the roll, so yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that's how it works.
So yeah, you follow you lead with your dragon sword, and he deflects it fast, but then the thrust with the offhand pierces through the armor and just pierces straight through and carves a wound. Starting to look a bit bloody, this one. These are the guys who came out of the tents, so they're fresh. But right.
Now I'm going to disengage
Okay.
with my bonus action. Wish he had died, but that's fine.
Oh my god, you're getting up.
What can you do? Let's
Guy's
see.
faltering. He's not sure. The caster is certainly not so brave, and he's.
Hey, is this bushes?
Yes.
Nice.
I want to go get by the bushes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
use your
I'm gonna go.
disengage, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Go for it. You run across.
Thank you for getting out of the way. That makes my turn a lot easier.
You're welcome.
Can't imagine what you've got up your sleeve.
I'm getting. I'm paying more attention to my body
Okay.
when it tells me stop getting hit by swords.
Yeah. So you
Wise
guys
words.
watch as Kyro just like, breaks free of the pack and just flies off in further into the campsite. Arthrin is going to muster up some courage because he's barely on his feet. Eirys, you watch as he rolls and causes damage as he flails his short sword out. 4, 5.
Jody, you still there?
I am, but everyone's frozen.
Your camera's just died. Reload your roll 20.
Okay.
Guys,
Yes.
This is fucking insane.
Does he do good?
As Arthrin gets hit by the axe and it buries itself several inches into his chest and wedges itself out, he's like, he makes eye contact with you, Eirys, and you make eye contact with him, and he goes from a look of a terrified child, scrunching it up, grabbing his short sword, and slashes and beheads the Orog in front of him. And
Nice.
Damn.
Yes.
Nice.
Good. You've just evened the odds.
his turn. Holy shit, Arthrin, you're my favourite NPC of all time.
The Orc-ward is his
He's our party NPC, of
So-
course.
My eyes have opened after getting all the heals. They're not their usual red, they are the black, as they tend to, as you guys have seen when he wakes up after being knocked out. I'm going to put my hands behind me, flip up to my feet. As I land, the bottom of my feet explode out in a thunder wave, emanating from me. Huh?
Okay. Just measure out how
So
high you go.
So 5 feet there, 10 feet that way, and then 15
Creatures
feet.
or enemies?
So it's these feet, isn't it?
Yeah,
Glad
and
I got
I
out
have to be on the
there.
edge of it, so I'm moving it forward. So I'm flipping it forward towards where everything else is.
So you're safe. You're
Yeah,
at
you're
the...
safe.
In essence, because Yell makes himself the boundary line for the thunder wave, it just emanates from him and gets
Yeah.
the back half of this boy and this boy, so they're still affected by the spell. We've had these discussions before. Constitution
Okay.
It's,
saving
I
throws
am on the
for
line.
bad
Yep.
boys.
They need to be 14.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing it second level, by the way.
Second level, fantastic. I would. Oh, buddy, they all make it.
They will make it.
Hmm.
Shame.
Yikes.
It was a 15.
Half damage.
God damn.
What's the damage?
15 thunder damage.
Has that been halved?
No. It was not three 10s on 3d8. It was not that.
Okay, yeah. And what I'll do is I'll say that for flair, as you just jump up and make eye contact with the ground, there's a blast of energy, and they all just go. And this.
Yeah,
this
so yeah, I put my hands back, flip up, and as I land, the energy blasts out from my feet.
Yeah, and they all kind of like take it, and they're surprised, but they manage to stay where they are. And as you kind of get up and you look to your side at this orc boss, who's covered in cuts, burns. There are scalds all over his body. His orcish flesh is more black than it has ever been green because of all of the wounds and the blood and the wounds. He makes eye contact with you and goes,
One of us is gonna die today. And it's not gonna be me!
Sintyrr.
Voice. I was going to bonus action.
Okay, sorry, what are you going to do?
I was going to healing word myself and say, well, it damn ain't gonna be me.
Okay.
Me either, buddy.
Okay. So roll the healing on yourself. Sintyrr, want to have a think about what you want to do?
I'm going to again trying to make sure my hair isn't in my face again. I'm going to try to divine strike the big boy.
I'm gonna say that as Yell has just cast a spell and his detect his
These guys seem
weapon has
flanked
been
to me.
distracted, I'm gonna give you the flank bonus to roll with advantage.
Yeah. Roll twice,
I
man.
also, as a bonus action, tie my hair back.
You might as well, right?
Enough of this shit.
Huh?
Performance check. Ends
the-
at this
with the top-
awkward
with the
side,
top-
but
Advantage, for God's sake! I can't take this anymore.
Roll twice, roll twice. Go, go.
Yeah, rolling and okay, so that plus
What's your highest number?
plus longsword which is a +5, so 20.
Yay!
Don't forget your radiant attack damage.
Yeah.
Roll your damage now.
Okay.
If he goes
Put
down,
in with damage. Oh, that's a pretty good damage roll. Let me see.
if he goes down, I'd like to bonus action mock him.
Yeah, I think that'd be a reaction, right?
And how much is radiant damage worth? It's like what?
Sorry, free action, not
Another
bonus action.
another D8 looks like. So it's 5 plus.
I'm in a good position. I like being a rogue.
That is. That's 19 points of damage.
Sintyrr,
Yay!
how do you want to do this?
as spectacularly and with as many sparkles as possible, and also while one-handedly while tying his hair back with the other
With
hand.
the glory of the moon! The way your blade slices leaves an after
Like a
image of the
chopstick.
crescent moon in the air.
Yeah, that.
You're welcome.
And as you carve across, sweeping your hand back and just go with the sword, the wound that's left is glowing from the inside with a white light that contrasts the blackened body of this wounded beast. And he kind of looks at it, and then looks up at Yell, and kind of, and he spits out droplets of light. Blood.
Wow.
And he, down onto his knees, onto his side.
Yell didn't even have to lift a finger.
See? Told you it wasn't going to be me. And I turn to the others and just go, boom.
I'll tell you what you guys are going to do. Those guys are going to roll... why don't you
Bravery.
roll intimidation?
I'm gonna
I mean,
roll
yeah, that
bravery.
makes sense. That's a good
Brüz
reaction.
is so
to that.
up for some intimidation, thaumaturgy stuff right here, if he gets the chance.
18.
Okay.
That's quite good.
Okay. Your roll will be
I-
taken into
Ooh, if
account
they start
for
running,
this.
we get advantage on there. Ooh, X.
Yeah, I need to continually be adding like turn counters because you're killing them all. Cool. That's Sintyrr. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Sintyrr once again. Oh god. Being the last blow deliverer. Brüz, you watch this happen. You think, the hell is this drow I'm standing next to? What are you gonna do?
He's so damn sparkly.
Brüz looks over.
Goes, goodness, that's quite the fancy trick.
And then he reaches out towards the mage at the back.
Yeah.
My one's not as flashy.
And casts Sacred Flame on the mage at the back of the...
Okay. It's a dexterity save, isn't it?
So I thought, is it Dexter? It's...
I believe Sacred Flame is a dex save.
Yeah.
We have a cleric uses it all the time.
Yes, it is. I told the dead that's wisdom, and I always have to think about it because I use them both.
It's a 12. Did you say the DC was 12?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, just at the edge of this creature, as it's like just basically it's moved from like being like arrogant and cocky to having two arrows in its front and looking at his boss, his leader, like being cut down. He's like, and then he just feels something, and then just like deflects like some kind of arcane effect just at the edge of his capabilities. Never mind. Anything else?
So does anybody around me, of the two people within my reach, who on health?
I'm at 31 out of 42, so I'm good for now.
Good. And
Good enough.
who's in front of me?
That's Yell. That's
Sorry.
the guy.
Sorry, I was.
There's also Sintyrr. Hey, Deanna, how's Sintyrr look health-wise? How's your health pool?
He could be better. He's 16 out of 31.
This guy, I imagine, looks wrecked.
Yeah,
Oh,
as you
yeah,
glance
Arthrin
across
looks
the
right.
screen,
Yeah, Arthrin needs
you
it.
see Arthrin just like
He's out of
the
arm's
body of
reach,
the
though.
orc that's
Arthrin needs
ahead
it?
is still in the process of collapsing, but he is cut to pieces. Two huge wounds across his chest, blood streaming down in front.
Well,
He's got his short sword out in his right hand. He's just gasping.
This will cast Healing Word level 1 on him.
Okay.
It's a 3 plus 2, 5.
Okay. So as his body glows from within, you see the wounds just like radiate with a white light, and there appears to be the majority of the repair seems to be done internally, and he kind of like shakes himself and goes like, looks at you. He is still pretty bad, but he's better than he was. Anything else?
No, that'll do.
Hello.
That'll do.
You could get up to
Let's get out of the
help
heck out of them. Show them the
Arthrin,
monster you are.
Sintyrr, any of these guys. Or you could try to hit.
Free action boo.
Most of your party is in range for healing.
Right.
No,
Here we are.
not by
We're in
far.
the Orc camp. We're out of the woods. We're in the Orc camp.
We're in the middle. We're in the middle of the fight.
So make a joke around a bard. We can always out-joke you.
Oh man, we're gonna take some hits next turn.
You
Okay.
suddenly got advantage of that wisdom save.
I hope I don't go down.
Okay. I am going to move a little bit closer. Get up to Arthrin.
Okay.
And cast, as he's still quite knackered looking, cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Excellent.
Okay. 1d8 plus 6.
Five clerics make really good healers.
That's
A 7. Sorry,
I could play one of
7.
them one day.
Hit points. These little things make a big difference as the healing energy suddenly just bursts from within the wounds, and as your hands reach out and grasp his right hand is grasping the short sword still, but your hand reaches out and grasps his left, and as your hands touch, his stance suddenly softens slightly, and the healing energy rushes into his body, and he kind of goes, "Ah, thank you for that."
You're welcome.
Anything else?
That was all of my movement.
It was. That was your action. Bonus action. Bearing in mind
Ooh.
it needs to be a cantrip, I guess, or a level 1.
Or healing word or whatever.
Cantrip, that is fine. I can do one of them. We've got Orc in front of. There's an Orc there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's an Orc there. Okay. I am going to do. Don't know if this will work, but Toll the Dead. Never done it before, but
Yeah.
Toll the Dead.
Yes. Okay. So he's going to make a wisdom save. This is the one you're targeting, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna be generous. You are aware it has not been wounded, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just trying to hit something.
So it does hit. Please roll a d10 damage.
Yes.
Is it d10?
Oh, D10.
I believe so.
I think it's a D8, and then
Oh
a
yes.
D12
Or take
if
1d8
they
and
take
crush
damage.
damage.
Okay, d8. So roll that.
1d8. Okay.
D8 or D12 if they've taken damage.
This one has not, so it's a d8.
Okay.
Trying to borrow my dice. They keep rolling 8s and 7s.
Next time it will.
Oh. Let's keep tolling the dead on it. Okay, come
And
dice.
now.
Work with me. Okay, that's not bad. 5.
Yeah, there's a kind of like raise your shield and you ram your mace against it, and as you do, it sets off a ringing knell, but it's intense from within the skull of this creature, and he jerks his head. It's like, that did some damage. Eirys.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Lost your camera.
As- I was gonna say, I don't know if it was just me. I've lost yours too, Ross.
Yeah, I've just
same
gone.
here.
Everyone can see the icons and stuff still, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I'll
no
refresh in
video.
a second.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to use my bonus action to disconnect and use my movement to essentially
Right.
move to the other side of Arthrin.
Okay.
But for flair, I like to think that I spin around the front of him as I draw my bow to fire at this jerk again.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking.
Try
perplexed,
to
he's looking
fire.
confused. He's looking as if he's about to break out and run. Roll to hit.
If I can help it. 19.
Hits. Roll to hit.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
4, 7, 8. I think it's at 4. Bear with. It's at 4. What did I say? 8, add 4, 12. 12 damage. Yeah, 12 damage. Yes!
How do you want to do this?
Straight through the eye!
She killed him.
as he stands there, his grasp on his totem failing, just about warding off the spells that are coming his way. Blood spews forth from the wound that's in his eye from the arrow and out of his mouth, and he collapses down to the ground. Oh man! Every time
That went well.
If I add these orcs as like icons for like for combat, then they will die.
They're the next to die.
How did it happen again?
Back to you.
Orc turn.
The orcs will take their turn, and subject to yells like intimidation check after all of that happens. The two that are immediately close to you break and run.
I'm going to make an opportunity attack.
Against which one?
I'm going to do it on the one that was ahead of me, and then.
Okay.
I can get the one
Brüz
that was
only has
beside
the-
him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So both roll your opportunity attacks then.
So that's 16, so plus 5 is 21.
Oh,
That
yeah,
works
hits.
great.
I also
for
got
me.
a nat
8 points of
16.
slashing damage.
And where's my...
You rend it back as it runs away, and it's looking wounded. Brüz, what was
So
it?
19.
That hits roll damage.
Add my inspiration dice that I forgot about all that time ago. Is that how that works?
You can't use it on damage. That's the only thing you can't use it
Use
on.
it on damage. What a
You can
shame.
use it for death
Alright.
saves.
So
healing.
1d6 for
The only
damage
thing you can't do is damage.
is 1, so 4.
But now the next time you want to hit something, you can remember.
These guys, the two kind of hulking orcs that still tower over you, have seen what you guys have done to the rest of their group, and see that they're the only ones left. And they turn and they run, and as you do, you lash out and get them in the back as they run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 25, 30. They will use their actions to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Ooh.
25, 30. And they run across over the body of the fallen shaman. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And as one of them does, it stamps on the totem, and it breaks. Snaps against the cold mountain ground as they fall.
That was dumb.
This one.
Ella,
No!
you know mending.
I know. I'm on it.
I don't know if you. I'm not sure. Not sure if you want to keep a totem of a orc god, but.
This one.
I mean,
still gonna make attacks.
Can be quite fancy.
Arthrin, because he rolled a natural 20 against your intimidation check.
Yeah.
He's gonna stay and attack. It's a 12 which misses and a 16 which hits Arthrin. 13 hit points of damage. Holy crap!
I've only just healed him.
So it turns around. Arthrin kind of like turns to his orc. He's looking determined, and he kind of like deflects one of the blows, and then the orc grabs the butt of his great axe and just goes straight in Arthrin's face. And there's the sound of a sickening snap on his face, and blood starts streaming from his nose. It is bent out of shape.
Oh.
He's mending on his face.
You only take a couple more turns. Hero.
All right. Kyro's gonna go right here, and he's going to attack the one, I guess, furthest away from running away.
Okay.
The one right in front of him.
Sure. Roll with advantage because he's fleeing.
Yes. 11?
You know what? That doesn't meet the armor class.
Alas. How about a 24?
That certainly does.
Jeez, my offhand. I need to just switch my good weapon to my offhand. Alright, 15.
15 points of damage.
Yep.
You run up, you sprint up, you see the trail of blood that it's leaving, and you lead with your dominant hand, which seems to be failing you. You're wondering if maybe you're left-handed, and with your offhand, and you cut, and the creature sprawls out and just collapses on the ground. Carried by its momentum, it just collapses down and it slides 5, 10, 10 feet further on, as the pathway begins to
Is he dead?
down, he expires on the ground.
Yes, excellent. Then I'm gonna whirl around on the remaining one.
Yeah, so this is happening while you're running, right? Because they're running away and you're just getting to them and just going.
Yep.
So this is all happening while you're running in that direction. But yeah,
Yep, he turns and brandishes his weapons at the remaining orc.
Okay. Guys, methinks you might have leveled up. Guys, watch as that
Our XP's getting away.
When I go into an orc camp, they all die.
Arthrin sort of like, just again, he's like back where he was. He's been here twice and he killed them both. He's gonna go again. And he's gonna roll a natural 20!
Nice!
Oh my god! Sorry! Oh, that was exciting.
You've been on my life.
Oh Jesus! Oh my god! This guy! It's only 6 hit points of damage, but I don't care. Yeah.
It looks cool.
He flourishes
Take his
across.
face, boy.
He flourishes across and cuts across, and it cuts deeper than that orc was expecting. He looks around, and then the orc looks up and around, and he sees that everyone else is still around. You're beaten, you're broken, you're bloody, but you are standing, and he is fucked. That's after his turn. Yell.
I am going to move up 30 feet straight up, watching the guy run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to see that guy running up. That Kyro's over there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to point. I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the joke, bro?
Needs to be funny for the moment.
He rolled 11 on his whiz save, which I believe
That's a fail.
fails. So yeah, as you reflect out the incantation,
No matter what, it's funny.
He kind of like stops where he's running. He just slides to a halt and just goes. In fact, no. As he's running, he gets convulsed by the laughter and hits the ground, and again slides on a few more feet, and is now on the ground, prone beside Kyro.
That's how I like it.
Can't think of
I
anything
like
funny
my
to
orcs
say.
on the ground.
I am
That could
literally
be
at a
funny.
loss for words right now.
Yeah.
The orc was laughing at your embarrassment.
You like recite the incantation, you release it, and you just go, what? And as he goes,
It is literally anything I do he finds funny, so yeah.
Cynthia,
Orc says what?
What?
bonus action, buddy. Sorry.
No, because that last
It's all
action
good.
he keeps for a reason.
What are you
Sintyrr,
gonna do, Cynthia?
brandish your blade.
Yeah, let's go, like, awesomely stab that guy now.
Okay.
So,
Move yourself where you want to go.
and like, I've got a spare explosion spell basically.
Oh yeah.
Go, go, go.
So let's, and that is another 20,
It
Ooh.
is- Don't forget the divine
So-
smite.
and
3d8 plus your strength.
Divine
Oh, really?
Smite is like
3d8?
Sword passes is
It's
fireball.
1d8 for the weapon and 2d8 for the radiant damage, isn't it?
oh,
Yes,
3d8 in total.
that is
Okay.
exactly how Divine Smite works. It's glorious.
6.
The power of the gods, and you can choose whatever flavor you like. Thunder flavor, force flavor, psychic flavor. It's great.
13.
played D&D before.
Love me a bit of Smite.
Plus
Delicious, delicious Smite.
18.
18 hit points of damage. Yeah, you just run up to him
Oh.
as he looks around, and he looks sort of a bit wary of how many people there are. You just run up and across his chest, and again the wound radiates light from within, and he is suddenly looking 18. Yeah, he's looking completely like suddenly bewildered.
And it, yeah, that's all.
What are you gonna do?
Sorry, yes, it was my turn.
Yes.
So the down with us is looking pretty bad.
Well, yeah. He's
The
just
top.
You just watch. Oh, the guy on the top, where you see Yell kind of run up. He was not looking too.
He's
bad.
lying down though.
He's fleeing from the battle.
Yeah, he's on the ground.
All right, now if he's lying
Not
down,
recommended
it's a ranged thing.
arranged.
Brüz spins around for his action and casts Toll the Dead on the Orog. So just swings around, points his finger at the Orog.
Makes a natural 17 wisdom save.
He passes, so he resists that. Then who within my Orog little club down the bottom here is in need of healing? Is it your fella Jam?
Probably
He's taken another massive wound from this creature.
Smashed face.
Yeah, his face.
So,
is smashed in.
but he's doing some damage. So he'll use his to cast his last level 1 spell, Healing Word.
All right, give it to me, baby. Keep my NPC alive, please.
3.2, get 5.
5.
5 for you, baby.
Why can't it be more? Thank you.
Because I've run out of level 2 spells.
Are you gonna move anywhere, or is that?
All right, so he'll run around behind the Orog.
Okay. So get there. Is that okay?
Runs around behind the Orog and will start. He starts just singing a little. It sounds like a nursery rhyme, but it's in Orcish.
Okay.
It's gorash, goraki, rash, gorak, gorash. Little hand, like little dancing singles moves, and that's him. That's him.
As you move round, he catches your eye, and he's now pretty terrified. Ella.
I am going to smile that my fellow cleric has cast the dead. I'm going to do the same again on the guy.
Okay, it's a nat 6. Roll a d12.
Yes.
Oh!
D12!
He's taking damage.
He's
as well.
hurt this time.
Oh my gosh, okay,
That's
I've
why
never
Toll
used
the
a
Dead is
D12
awesome.
before.
I've been using a lot of d12
Hang on.
because they're orcs. They get great axes, d12. But
Haha.
kind of rare other ones.
Ah, this is a D12.
Go forward, Zoe.
My first
It's a-
D12, people! Nah. 12!
Oh yeah!
No way!
Proud of
Toll
you!
the dead. Raise your hand. Clench your fist. All across the top of the cranium, over its bald head, there's just a crack that rends itself all the way through, symmetrical, and the head just goes. It's there. And the Orog collapses dead at Arthrin's feet.
I like to imagine Arthrin's got like a bloody face and then just more blood sprays.
Ella just-
Bruce is now covered in Orog blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry.
His lovely white snow-coloured cloak is now just drenched in black orc blood.
Sorry. I'll get a napkin and wipe
I'd
you
also
down
like to
in a
point
minute.
out the one that died next was also the counter.
Every time.
Yep.
Oh my god! It's fine.
One
So
thing you
beautiful.
can do to mitigate this is just have an invisible orc off the map somewhere.
Mm.
What?
I will bear that in mind for next time.
On the GM
Like,
layer.
what are you
there's one
talking
enemy
about?
remaining.
Yeah.
The GM layer.
We don't want any remaining enemies.
Do you want to move anywhere? You've just freaking blown up the head. You just clenched your fist and blew up a... Oh, fuck. Any movement?
These babies. Do I? So we've only got one more, haven't we?
Include dancing.
As far as we can see, there might be some hiding in their tents.
Yeah, all right. Why not?
Possible.
Why not? Oh, hang on. Let me measure. Hang on. I need to measure.
Measure with my stick.
Measure with my stick. I'll just pop up there. I think. Oh no, hang on. Move.
Yeah, it's confusing. I
There
don't
we
really bother using Roll20. I don't know why I bother playing D&D, you know. That's you, Ella. Eirys.
I'm gonna shoot my bow at him.
Roll
With disadvantage.
Lying down.
I will.
Oh yeah, of
On the
course.
floor laughing.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and shoot him with my bow, but I'm not gonna hit because that was a 4, so that makes it 10.
Oh,
Oh
And yeah, you disguise over the space where he would have been standing, but isn't standing.
And I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. The orc.
All you can do is make
The
that wisdom
final orc.
Natural 5. It's still laughing.
save.
Here we go again.
Chocolate.
So am I. Let's kill it. 24
Hit.
and a 14.
Nope, but the first one gets sneak attack.
Alright. So 16.
16 hit points of damage.
Yep.
Oh, it's actually not enough to kill it.
Alas,
Yell's gonna walk
I've
over.
been
and go,
robbed by fate.
No, Yell, you can take your turn now because Arthrin is just gonna stand there. He's caked in blood, a mixture of the red
I'm gonna-
from his own body and his
Yeah,
the black ichor from his enemies. His short sword is still in his hand, and he's just gonna look over at the carcasses around, just go. Scream.
Kira
God.
just takes a 5-foot step to the left and, gets in the way of the orc and potential freedom.
Okay. So you can do that. Yeah, what's your turn?
5, 10, 15, 20. Walk up, spin my magic willy around on my finger,
Okay.
and just as I get to him lying on the floor, I thrust down into his face, and I'm going to use. I don't think I need to use a defensive flourish, but I'm going to give it some flourish, just for that extra bit of damage on top when it hits.
2 nat 1.
So that was no, that was a nat 1 to a nat 15.
Okay.
So 20 total.
Yeah, okay.
So that one. Oof. Oh, okay, so that's 6 points of slashing damage from the magic willy plus 6 for the flourish. So that is 12 points of slashing damage total.
And how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
I walk over, spinning it around on my finger, and just through the face. Twist.
Oh.
See?
Oh.
Told you. You were the ones that were going to die. And then I blink a couple of times, and my eyes turn back to red.
And as you step down in a similar way to Shadow of Mordor,
I assume we're out of
his
turn
arms on
order.
the ground just kind of go and like flinch, and then fall still. Wow.
Do you know what's even more morbid about that? He would have found the taunt as I twisted funny, because he found anything I did funny.
Oh!
That's right. Yeah.
I'm gonna give the corpse
Yeah.
a light kick with my boot, and then I'm gonna ask Yell if he wants. I'm gonna be like, wanna go loot their tents?
You know what?
I'm gonna.
Sounds like a good idea. But what does
Sure
that
there's
magic guy
nobody
have? He
else
has
in
things.
there.
Wait, what did he say?
We sure there's nobody else in there?
Yeah,
Well, if there's anybody else in there, we can just tell them all their
I-
friends are dead
I
and they
looked
better
into-
stand down.
yeah. I'm gonna investigate all the huts to see if there's anybody in there, and also if there isn't anyone in there, I'm gonna take all the stuff.
I
I'm
would
gonna
also
start-
like to partake in
Time on
looting.
rolls, to save time on
Yeah.
rolls,
I was going to loot the druid guy.
but
Excellent,
one-
so I'll
one
just
of
do
you
a
can
straight
roll with
investigation.
advantage, or 2 of you can roll individually for investigation. It's up to you.
Is Yell going with Kyro to loot?
I was the first thing Yell would have looted was the guy wearing fancy stuff with a magic.
Oh, yes,
Fair enough.
The mage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, Brüz would have been
I
interested
get
in
a
him too.
13.
With advantage. You're doing it by yourself.
I will point out to Brüz that the guy had the amulet.
Which one?
I think that one over there had your trinket.
Really?
He walks over and starts rifling through the body.
It's easy enough to find because it made its way out of his underclothes and over his furs that he's wearing on the outside, and you can see the blue jewel.
Yeah,
He
hands it back.
undoes the latch, the little noggin tie on it, pulls it gently away from the orc's neck, and at that point he flicks his hood back off his head to a black color from the white. He stops and he holds it for a moment and sort of rolls from his face. Takes a breath and puts it over his head and he tucks it deep into his clothes. He goes, "I can't thank you all enough.
Keep it safe, friend. I know what it means.
That would have been the death of me."
Money is a good way of saying thanks.
And Sintyr's just like, come on.
Don't worry about her.
Come on.
Brüz
Don't be like
turns
that.
around to Eirys a little quizzically and says,
I don't tend to travel with money. It doesn't tend to work for me.
reaches into his cloak.
I could probably spare these.
And he reaches out and offers a small Hessian
And
What's that?
You don't know.
bag of beans.
Oh, okay.
You open inside and you see a bunch of beans. Might be able to cook them.
Beans.
and
You
and
fucking
Sintyr's
kidding me?
like,
Beans in the bag.
don't steal his beans.
Hey, James. While Eirys and the other are speaking with the older tiefling, I'm gonna rummage through this tent here.
What was your investigation check? We'll just do
Got a 13 for this one.
You are immediately met by traveling packs, which have like camping supplies, including the kind of enough space for the tents that are up around you. You can basically obtain.
Ooh, how many rations do they have?
I
I'll
mean,
take those.
The rations, as you kind of go around the site, are enough for, it's difficult to say, probably in the region of like 30 days. Because there were so many
Nice.
traveling in this
So there's like 30 packs then. Any money?
But on the downside, it's gross orc jerky.
It is.
Whatever.
It's food that keeps for travel, and it's food.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's fine. I'm fine with that. Whatever. I've eaten worse.
Yeah, true.
Obviously, between everybody, it might not.
That's
be
lots of
quite
rations.
but yeah, you find on the bodies of the orcs and in the pouches of their packs and all that kind of stuff around. Fairly sure that all of them have either been killed at the temple, swept away by the avalanche that Brüz caused, or have been destroyed by yourselves just now. A total of 373 gold pieces.
All right.
And on the person of the chieftain, who really took a lot of damage, like two, hellish rebukes, 27 platinum pieces.
What?
Dang.
27 platinum pieces.
Okay, so I'm guessing the orcs outside Eirys gets to before I do, so I'm just gonna take whatever was in the tent. So that was how much gold? 300 and something?
I was gonna partake in looting the bodies, but outside, and also while I go along, I'm gonna be looking for my arrows, and I rolled a 16 on a d20. I think I expended about 5.
You find 4 of them, but the last one that you fired just flew on further down the mountain path and ended up going over the side. So you
Okay.
get 4 of them.
Got it.
In answer to how much gold of each you get, I will ask the party whether or not we are in a stage where our characters are okay sharing loot. If the answer is no.
Oh, Kyro's gonna give him some money. I'm just gonna put it in my inventory first.
Okay. I'll say, for the sake of, if you guys don't want to immediately share it, I'll say that there are 73 gold pieces outside, along with the 27 platinum pieces on the body of the chieftain, and a further 200 gold pieces. Sorry, wrong. 300 gold pieces inside the tents.
Alright, thanks.
And the day's worth.
73 gold, and was it 27 platinum outside? Sorry, just before I forget the numbers.
There is an assortment of camping equipment that you can take if you would like. It's slightly smelly. It smells of orc. And some of it in the tent that's immediately adjacent to Ella smells a bit of blood. But yeah, other than that, don't find much. Yeah, you've gone up to the caster.
The guy that had the staff. Yeah.
You find the necklace. That's apparent enough.
Yeah.
He does have gold on him, but I've included it in the amount that's in total.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to take it, then you can subtract 14 from 73, which means that Eirys gets 59 gold and you get 14.
What's that from? I thought we already got there.
It is.
Guys, this is a campaign where I'm getting a bit confused about splitting up loot, and we might want to get to a place where we're happy to just split it up and share.
I would just say whoever's looking for it, you tell them how much they get, and then if the characters want to hand it out to each other, they'll do that. You know?
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, as I'm gathering it up, I'll give everybody 10 gold and 4 platinum.
Oh, you're sharing money. Alright. In which case, yeah, I'll just
but
up.
The Swiss said he didn't have much use for monetary value, so
Sure.
So Brüz would have declined any gold or platinum offered. No.
So between 6, so Arthrin,
Exactly.
Yell, Ella, me, Kyro, Sintyrr, 10 gold each and 4 platinum each.
So you guys,
Sweet.
Yell can afford his first payment.
Yeah.
Yay!
Kyro gives Ella 45 gold, he gives Yell 45 gold, and then he gives Sintyrr...
Yell can afford 2 payments.
Let me see. What's 45 plus 45? 90. He gives 10 gold to Sintyrr. And he gives 100 gold to Eirys.
100? Wow.
okay.
Ella just stumbles on and lands on her bum in shock.
Is that all this money?
Yeah, there's obvious-
Brüz also turns down the gold from inside the fence.
Oh!
He did not give you any, so it's all good.
As you guys make
You provided no services to him personally.
Was the staff
As-
anything interesting? Or
Fair
was
enough.
everything that broke?
it is currently broken. You can certainly pick it up if you want.
The totem
I'd like to inspect it
up
just
the
to see
top
what
near
it
the
is.
fire.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, 12 plus 3, that is 15.
I mean, it's definitely it's a rod made of wood. It seems to have been used for arcane enchanting for a while, and the kind of green glow that was at its stem, kind of curved, kind of almost like a hook piece of wood, holding sort of green glow in between the hook and the main shaft of the staff, is fading, practically gone out now because it's been trod on and broken. It seems to be magic in nature.
Ella! Run over to You can fix things, right?
Yes! I put my hands on it and I cast mending.
As you do, there's a burst of divine power coming from your hands, and it rushes up the rod, and there's a white light that kind of like binds the two sides in, and it comes back together, and the dim glow at the end of the totem goes brighter and brighter.
Ella, do you want a magic glowy thing?
Yeah!
I give Ella a magic glowy thing. As she fixed it.
I'd like you to add to your notes until you figure out what that is. That it is an
Unknown glowy thing.
It's a staff.
Orc staff.
It's an orc staff, yeah. That you have
when
mended,
here,
and it seems to still be in working order because of your swift action.
Swiss, what was the beans you gave me again?
Bag of beans.
Oh,
Is it-
those beans are
Maybe they're
very,
magical. Who knows?
very special. When-
What was it called? You said it had a name, but I didn't.
once. Oh, it's called a bag of beans.
Oh, just a bag of beans. Okay. Add items.
So it's a bag, and it has these beans in it. So the
A
beans
bean
in the
bag,
bag.
if you will.
Yes, it's very
Bag of
imaginative.
beans. It's just what it is. But
Bag of beans.
you might find that if you were to pull it out and bury it somewhere and water it, later something exciting could happen.
Like a beanstalk, I'm sure.
Well, I've heard
Some sort of
that
life will
has
happen.
happened.
Well, great. Now we can eat
Many-
over the winter.
Many strange and wonderful things come from that bag. I've used a few over the years.
When
Once
Kyro
that
hands
was weird.
when Kyro hands Eirys the 100 gold, he wants to see if she's still badly wounded.
She has a cut, kind of not too bad, but across her face and the top of her ear, and some of her hair has been. She generally had no fringe. It just kind of like a side parting, and then it just kind of came to the sides. Whereas now it's kind of cut down as bangs, as you say.
Hmm.
The ear on her left, is it left hand side? I think it was.
Yes, I'll go left. Yeah.
Has been cut away to reveal a bit of a view of the slightly pointed elven-ish ear underneath.
Holy shit, you're an elf.
Okay, so she doesn't look too fucked up. Cool.
No.
She had a
Well, she has a cut on her face, and it's still bleeding a lot. It's just not like you can't see her like skull through it or anything. But she doesn't look great. But she looks like she can walk herself back fine.
Okay.
Arthrin's teetering on his legs.
Arthrin, on the other hand,
Whatever, he's fine.
Rub some dirt in it, Arthrin.
He'll be okay.
No.
Hey, is this all my blood?
Wow,
No.
you should
All
have
of
a
it.
lot.
Huh?
You're fine.
Of it, but not all of it.
Am I dead?
No.
yes.
Not now.
Not yet.
I think I killed 2 of them.
Yeah, it was cruel.
You did quite a bit of damage.
Oh. Fuck!
Not all the
I will-
time.
Kyro's gonna like,
Is he always
I
like
think,
that?
lightly kick the back of Sintyr's leg and be like, "You could fix
Hmm?
that, right?"
Oh, yeah, right. Of course. I go lay on hands him until he feels better.
Okay.
Kyro just nods approvingly.
What's your maximum health pool that you can give him?
I can have all of it right now, so let's
Hit
see.
points, what is it?
15, right? Something like
I
that.
think that's like, yeah, 15. I can give it. Wait, no, I've got 20.
Oh wow.
You feel like you expend
Have you?
the overwhelming majority of your power as you transfer that into his body. And at the end, he does look like it's difficult to actually tell once it's done because he's still covered in ichor and gore. But he seems to be a lot more sure in his footing, and the strikes and lines across his armor have been from underneath. You can see that the skin underneath is less raw and there's less blood coming out. In fact, there's no blood coming out because all of those wounds have been sealed.
Yeah.
And as you kind of like, as your hands leave him, he grabs your right hand with his and just goes, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm just getting kind of close there.
Don't worry about it. Kind of.
Whilst all that goes on, Kyro's gonna bind his wounds and just wait for everyone to be ready to go.
Well, I'm gonna go on my hands and knees, and can I look for sort of like stone pebbles?
Pebbles. Make an
She's
investigation.
looking
Yeah.
for cool rocks, man.
Oh.
Girl just wants some.
11.
Can Brüz look around for a stone as well?
Make an investigation check as well. Yeah, you kind of crawl along towards these rocky crags between which the orc tents are laid, and yeah, you find one that's pretty hefty and jagged. And for you, it's like it takes up your entire hand. Your fingers just about kind of wrap around it. In terms of human scale, it would be the size of like a slightly larger than a cricket ball. Obviously, for you, that's bigger scale for your size.
Size of her head?
Is it like, has it got any colour in it, or is it just a boring rock?
It's jagged, black, tinged with elements of frost. There doesn't appear to be anything in it that makes it inherently interesting apart from the fact it's a mountain rock. It's pretty boring. Brüz,
Maybe it has.
Maybe it has magic powers.
Right, my shoulder.
Inside it was
Chucks it.
actually a diamond, and you just didn't know.
Just chucked it over her shoulder because it's like, I'm interested in the outside. Thank you very much.
Geology.
Yeah, I got a 19.
You make your way down towards this direction, and you end up finding a piece as well. Yeah, as you make your way down in that direction, you kind of like just brush your hands over these rocks. You've been walking around this world for so many years, through the woods, the pools, the roads, and now the mountains, and your hand finds a smooth pebble with different lines of varying colour over it. It's odd, it seems almost out of place here. There's a line of light brown, immediately underneath it a line of white, a line of blue, and those lines make their way across this, and it makes a smooth, almost like it would make an ideal skimming stone, you think to yourself.
It's much like that, Jojo.
Got a box of pretty rocks and stones.
Box of rocks.
Could be like that one.
It's like a bag of beans, but it's rocks.
Did you compare my box of rocks with a bag of beans? Jeez. Oh, you've got one.
If you turn it to face the camera, the lines on the other side of it, that's what I described, and that is my mind.
Oh my god!
That is very
That's
well.
amazing.
You found it.
What, the actual how?
Brüz found the rock.
Brüz is the rock that you found.
What? Where?
Okay, so Brüz picks up that rock and then wanders over to the gnome, who's scrambling around looking for rocks.
Just chucking them over her shoulder, frowning intensely.
This one.
He asks, "What do you think of this one?" and hands the gnome the stone that he found.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's awesome.
This is a good
I do
one.
enjoy stones. They tell you so much about the world. How old, how new.
Oh,
You keep that.
oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you for, helping with the healing. As you can see, these guys tend to get hit a lot.
As I've noticed.
Yeah.
Fortunate mother taught me how to do it. She was good like
Oh,
that.
it's your mum. Oh, it's from your mother's side.
Was a healer, yes.
And then Brüz pulls the little bluestone pendant under his beard and spins it round to show the back of the pendant, and it's got a little symbol of Paylor. Shows
this was mother's.
Oh, how lovely.
I have left.
Oh.
But mother taught me much.
You keep that safe.
It's best to help.
Exactly. You keep that safe. This is
Well,
my
thank
one.
you all.
And I pull out my holy symbol and actually show it to
Oh, wow.
Brüz.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah. And you see a left gauntlet with an eye in the middle of it. It's Helm. He protects us. He protects.
See, he's done lots of good work for you.
Recently. Well, yeah, not so recently. Bit of a long
Nobody
story.
died here today. And I certainly wasn't
That
the
is
only
true.
one doing the healing.
You were doing healing too.
Oh, yes. Yes.
by
I
the
wasn't
way-
the only one.
Well, thank you. By the way, I was meant to ask you,
What?
what domain do you follow? Right.
I believe we would call it a trickster. But my god, my friend,
He sounds cool. What does he do?
well, he wanders the earth. He comes down amongst us. He disguises himself. He is unfurled. And every so often, he gives it a nudge for his own entertainment.
He sounds fun.
He loves the chaos. That's why he likes me.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can see why. I can see why. Well, I hope he continues to be by your side and to guide you.
He pops out now and then.
Have you ever met?
Sometimes he's as small as you are.
Is he?
Yes.
Wow.
On a couple of occasions, he has appeared. Not much shorter than you. Always thinks it's funny. He always comes out. He always tricks me. He pops out from behind the trees. Door there, and I can never find the door. Oh, wait. You're a gnome. You know about the doors, don't you? Know about the gnome doors.
The gnome doors?
Yes, when you disappear, all you crafty little gnomes, when I see you, you suddenly disappear, and I always figure it must be those gnome doors.
Hello.
It's a trick.
Make a history check.
Well, it's a good job it's history, because
Like what the heck he's even saying.
Gnome doors.
19.
He's there's no such thing as gnome doors.
It's just what he believes to be the case.
Yeah.
I put my hands on my hips and I tilt my head and I go, yeah, the gnome doors, that's it. Yeah, it's us.
Sintyr's hearing all this and has basically decided he's going to treat this guy like a senile grandpa and not contradict anything he says.
For all Kyro knows, it's truth.
We've all just become yes men suddenly. Yes, of course, everything you say is correct.
Well, I'm not going to feed into it necessarily, but I'm not going to tell him that he's wrong, because what point
Kyro
would
has
that
been
cause, you know?
I'm not sure if this would be considered unusual. Yeah, Kyro has been listening to your stories. Not yours, but the old man in Ella.
At this stage of the conversations, you guys have gone through all the camp. You've taken all of the.
Yeah. I think we've been walking back.
And you've started on your way back. There's no more disturbance to your travel, and you make your way back. It's pretty easy to find. You reach the end of this mountainside passageway, and you turn right up onto the top of this field that links the two main peaks at the top of the mountains. And there, standing, waiting for your return, is the shrine temple.
Before we
way,
head off, I would have liked to walk past Arthrin and just kind of given him like a pat on the shoulder and said, "You did really well today. You've come far." And just kind of carried on walking. And on the way back, I will plait the part of my hair where the hair has been severed into a plait that tucks behind my ear, just on that one side. Only a little bit down the edge, not like the whole way back.
Stylish.
Easy enough to do. As you kind of place your
Kyro's gonna.
Sorry, I'll just finish. As you place your hands on Arthrin's shoulder, he kind of looks up at you and just nods and watches you go. The plait comes out beautifully. Kyro, what was it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just hear a moment of silence, and I'm like, time to talk. But I think Kyro on the way back is asking Brüz to tell him about his mom.
Aww.
And at the end of it all, he's gonna ask, "So is that considered normal then?"
I have a question.
What's your question?
Like, is a plait what you'd call a braid?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's a braid.
I just wanted to be sure. I just wanted to be sure. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, a braid, so just like
Don't
that
worry,
section
I
down
don't
behind
want
the
to
wrist.
call too much attention to it anyway.
But yes, Kyro asks
Yeah.
about Brüz's mom on the trail back up, so an hour.
Brüz goes on to explain that Mother found him in a cave high in the mountains near their village. He did have a lot of problems with orcs in around the village, but he never saw them. He only heard of them. And Mother found him in a cave up in the mountains, and as a toddler, like a 3 or a 4-year-old, brought him back into the village, much as they had with other children and people who had been found injured in the woods. The village wanted to adopt Brüz. They're kind of xenophobic, and being that he was a little purple-skinned half-demon with cloven hooved feet, they all considered him to be a danger and something they didn't want in the village. But Mother was always like, because she was the village shaman, she was the healer. In there for years, she was well respected. So they all kind of tolerated Brüz whilst he was there. But he would get into trouble when she wasn't. He was always sort of messing around. But yeah, Mother died suddenly when Brüz was about 17 or 18. A bolt of lightning struck the house and destroyed it. The village turned on Brüz, blaming him for it, and ran him out of the village. He doesn't go on to explain this specifically, but he goes on to say that he left the village that day. He now doesn't remember how long ago he left. Just wandered the woods in places.
Huh.
You feel that he's spent a lot of time in the woods. You get the idea that he's probably found like methods of entertainment in like moist, dark places. Was spent much time staring into pretty colors gifted by mushrooms.
All right, fair enough.
Kyro, roll an insight check.
Sure. 11.
You're fascinated by this individual. Never met anybody like him, and you start feeling.
It feels like he's learning.
Yeah, and you start to feel like the surface is such a remarkably diverse place. Like the variety of people that you're meeting and the different walks of life that each one of them have and the decisions that they've made and the directions that those decisions have resulted in. are just so widespread. There's such opportunity here that you're suddenly struck by it, and it seems this individual might form an epicenter of that discovery that you are making. As you walk on back to the temple, Brüz, you're not sure whether or not this temple is somewhere you might want to stay, or if you're wondering might want to continue from here. What does Brüz want to do?
This is looking to people in a while, and so has found all these guys quite entertaining. So I think if he were to be invited to hang around, he might be able to do so. But if no one were to say anything, after a while he would probably just sort of turn and wander off into the woods, distracted by something that he spotted, and goes, "Ooh, what's that over there?" And would have just wandered off.
You see on the fringes of the horizon, on the other side of this glacial field, littered with small hedges and scrub and the occasional dying or dead tree and the undulating ground, a series of stones that make a ring, an ancient ruin of statue heads and faces, which everybody else would recognise as the place where Stanley was found. It attracts your attention, and you think it's interesting.
Stanley.
And you move to start walking away.
Wander up to it.
Where's he going?
It's in the middle. It's in the far
Hey.
distance.
Brüz, where are you going?
Just going to check this up over here. Something about it.
Oh yeah, we were there not that long ago.
Watch out for demon geese.
Demon geese?
Yeah,
I don't believe I've ever seen such a thing.
Turns out they're a thing.
You don't want to see such a thing.
Oh.
You can train them.
Well,
Stanley is not a demon goose. Stanley is a normal goose. How many times?
He's
Brüz, you see out of
yeah, he's
backpack,
A gentle
head
honk.
of a goose kind of just jerks up, just like, and it's Stanley, and as it looks around, it recognizes Ella and goes,
Brüz would have
And I pat his head.
broken out into like raucous laughter. Like,
where's the rest of it?
Yell swings his backpack around. He's right here. Come on out, Stanley.
It's a whole goose.
It's
a whole
goose. It's the size of Ella. It's a big goose, and it kind of waddles up and goes,
Stanley, sit!
Wow.
Sit, Stanley.
it kind of like it's distracted from what Brüz says and plump, plops down.
what I picture is that his head
problem.
doesn't move and he just sort of plumps the rest of his body down.
Yeah. Eyes fixed on Ella, and as soon as it's sat down, it kind of looks over at Brüz.
Brüz gives a clap.
Goes, well done, little one. What other tricks do you know?
Oh, well,
Run,
we're working on them.
So try and entice it to run in circles.
Make an animal handling.
Gonna pop your finger.
Delightful.
Handling. That's a 15.
Okay. It kind of like it sees that your hand's moving around, and then it kind of gets up, and its little tail starts to wag, and it wanders around and follows it in a little circle for a couple of times, and then it gets distracted by Ella, and then just kind of stops and shakes.
Laughs again.
Ha ha! Well done.
Would you like me to feed it a bean?
Oh, I don't know what that would do. Anything before?
And Sintyr's like, hopefully it'll cause a beanstalk to grow out of its face.
Hey,
I'm not. It needs. It's. I know that you need to plant it in the ground, so perhaps it wouldn't take effect until it was, passed through.
You're saying
Perhaps.
Stanley could be a
Gotta
ticking
play.
talk time bomb.
He could help fertilize the soil. that
Him
the
Stanley
bean gets
Appleseed.
planted in.
At least he finally
Yeah,
found a
that's one of
use
them.
for the goose.
For the goose. Bruce says,
No, I believe the beans need to go in the ground. So the bird.
I guess it was
might
too much.
not want to feed it to anyone.
I
The
guess it was
goose or the
too much to
bean?
hope.
I mean, you could
Both.
try eating one yourself. That could be funny.
I'm not eating that bean.
I just walk off.
I appreciated that.
Me too.
Bruce leans down and pats the goose on the head.
Another animal
Good boy.
hasn't quite been
No,
not properly.
It's been less than a week with us.
Yeah.
it's a 16.
16.
17. 17. 1 7.
17.
Okay. So as you extend its hand, it kind of retracts a little bit, and then as it makes contact, it kind of calms down. You seem to have a way with it.
He pats the bird on the head and then turns around and continues walking up towards the circle, the stone circle.
I think Kyro's gonna go in after Eirys.
Will you
Ella's
be coming
just
back
gonna
to
run
join us?
after. Yeah.
Is that?
Will you be coming back to join us? I mean, don't know about you, but I'm pretty hungry right now.
Oh, actually, yes, something to eat would be good. I would love to come back to have some food.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Thank you.
Whee.
Well,
What
Stay
was this
safe.
place?
It was a place where we found Stanley. That's all I know.
Can Brüz do like a history check on this place to see if he can figure out what it might have been?
It's still pretty far off in the distance. So maybe
Oh, okay, still moving up towards it.
Yeah, and everybody else has to make a choice as to whether they're going to go with you and visit that site again, or if they're going to go into the temple. Am I correct in this?
So the temple's the other way.
Yeah.
I swear it took like an hour or something to get there, or a couple of hours to get to the stone circle.
All right. Well, Brüz then would have turned back with the offer of food and gone,
Oh, yes, that sounds marvelous.
and would have followed them back to the temple.
Sure. All right. So you guys get back into the temple.
Pack Stanley back into his makeshift carry case.
Comes like head's like because he's
Pat his head.
disturbed now. It's like his head is just coming around, looking the way that he's coming around your neck. Just
Tickle his head a little bit. Just good boy.
and yeah. So you guys make your way back to the temple. And
Before Ella steps in the temple, she's going to look at her little stone and toss it up just ever so slightly and catch it in her hand. Smile and go, just say to herself, "Your turn, Pops," and walks in.
say that again.
She looks at the stone and says to herself quietly, "Your turn, Pops," and walks in.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but
As you come in, you there's nobody immediately in the chamber, but you can hear. Eirys, you hear this? Your passive perception's crazy. What sound-
Well, thank you.
You've become accustomed to radiant energy. Through the magic spells that you've been seeing cast by your paladin and your cleric friend or acquaintance. Sorry, and you hear a shining, shimmering, almost as if a radiant sort of sound, as if some kind of radiant magic was happening from the direction of the library.
Kyro's about 7 steps behind her, and I'm fairly certain Eirys notices him as well.
Yeah.
This is unimportant, though.
I'll probably just ignore the. I assume it's Nihilus up to freaky magic shit, so I'll just. I'll just go to where the food's likely to be in the main hall, or.
I'm curious enough to check that out.
Okay. Yeah. So Sintyrr, you're gonna head across over. I mean, what was your passive perception? Sorry.
Mine? My passive perception is 13.
I'm gonna let you have it. I'll let you have it.
Okay.
But you kind of see Eirys kind of start and look in the direction of the library, and you kind of like almost follow her gaze. And as you do, you kind of feel something familiar coming from that direction, and you move across to the hall. Ella, you see this happen as the other two, Brüz and Yal, you bring up the rear. Sintyr's moving across to the right-hand side. Eirys is going to the left in order to make her way to the kitchens. Sintyrr, you make your way through towards where you imagine it's probably Nihilus doing something, but you're going to take a check anyway. Anyone going to?
Yeah. I'm going to be nosy.
Okay. Ella,
Me, I'll join Sintyrr.
It just makes sense for you to go to the
Goes to
library of your own accord.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't have heard it, so...
Yeah. So it's Sintyrr and Ella that make their way to the library, everybody else to the kitchens. And as you do, you two, you go in and you see sitting in the middle of the library, in the space between two of the large wooden shelves containing all manner of volumes and tomes and scrolls and books, Nihilus, with a circle drawn in the ground, and placed in the middle of the circle is the deck of cards that you had found in the catacombs beneath. Ella, in fact, yeah, Ella, I'll let you do this. Make a Arcana check.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Okay. 14.
Okay, I'll do it. You feel from the energy that's radiating out from Nihilus, it feels radiant in nature, and you're fairly sure about that. And that's strange because he's a wizard, and you don't know much about wizards, but you feel like radiant energy that of clerics, that of paladins, it's not the right kind of energy for the kind of spell that he's trying to cast. And as you kind of step towards him, he's sitting in the middle of the two shelves, facing out towards you. You step towards both of you, and as you do, his head is down with his eyes closed and his arms out, sat cross-legged before the cards, and they're slightly floating in midair as they're being identified. But as you two approach, within 5 feet of the circle, his head comes up, and his eyes open, and they are glowing white. And
he's in the avatar state.
And he opens his mouth and he speaks. He speaks in the voice not his own.
Oh, fun!
But of an unknown woman. Wait, not unknown. Sintyrr, religion check.
What? Okay. Oh my god. Hold on.
Meanwhile, Eirys is having some toast.
It's either Ross or the other one. It's either very good or very bad.
Okay, so hold on. Well, if it's Loth, it would probably not be radiant energy.
Well, no, it's still bad.
Unless, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, it's like holy/unholy energy, I guess.
Anyhow, what's your check?
Shruggity shrug. Anyway, my religion is let's see, 14. Wait, 14, 17.
Oh, yes. Nihilus is speaking in the voice of Elistrai.
Oh! It's.
And he says, and you are so speechless at what you're seeing, then you can't believe.
He falls on his butt.
I mean, as the voice says,
Clang.
Ella tries to catch him.
You listen as the voice says, at the fringe of the Underdark, in the catacombs below this temple, at the base of an ancient and winding stair, necrotic forces generations old can merge with divine, life-restoring magics and recreate that which was lost. Sintyrr looks straight at you, my paladin, my champion.
He salutes.
You have served me well, and you have vanquished the demon of love below. As a reward, my power will flow through you and bring your son back to life. It is my my thanks for straying true to my ways and cleansing the foul spawn of Loth below. Because riders are grotesque, and my sister is pretty damn evil.
well, Mom.
Energy, the radiant energy.
Maybe it's his sister in this case.
And
Shrug.
Nihilus's eyes return to their colour, and actually, from his upright kind of sat position, he slumps back down. He shakes himself. There is no longer anything to be identified. The cards.
And he's just like, got it, Moon Mom.
And he looks up, he's like, "What's the matter with you? Something the matter?"
And he's like,
and that's where we'll leave it for today.
Aw, you ate our cards!
The cards are gone, aren't they?
Oh, man.
Level 5 deck
well,
of
this
You crazy.
well, this is better than cards, so.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
This gets us the same results with less disaster.
With less death. With less destroying the world.
With less Grim Reapers following us all.
So apparently we just need to go
Works
down
for
those
Kyro.
stairs that we saw earlier.
To the fringes of the Underdark.
Alas, I've missed the opportunity to talk with Eirys once again.
I know!
Damn, 1d10.
Finish the recording because we've been going forever anyway. Thanks for watching. That was crazy.
Thanks, James's mum.
James's mum. Thank you all so much. And don't forget to love each other. See you later.
Good one.
Oh, sick! I crit on my health roll!